All right, what up, people? What's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? All right, let me make sure. I don't know why this shit always saying the streaming thing is weird at the beginning, but it's all good. We're gonna make it happen. So, what's good, people? So today I'm gonna be talking about. I actually titled the show "So You Don't Believe in the Game," and this show today, I wanted to really. I might go in a little bit, but I first want to say, I don't want people to get upset and get butthurt about what I'm gonna say. What's up? Let me shout out to the chat room real quick. Darrell S was good. Ellie George, Matthew was popping. David, Resilient SD, George, Greg John, Trey, Eddie Murphy up in the building. Lorenzo, Damien was good. Kev, what's going on? What's the deal? Pleasure Isles, what's going on? Yao Don was good. So today, I wanted to talk about the game and just in the sense of, there's a lot of cats out there who they're having a rough time, man. They're having a rough fucking time, man. So and the reason why I even wanted to do this video is because I've been on like line and shit, and I've been seeing a lot of dudes on the internet, like the TFLs, the incels, I guess the cats they call them black pill or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I've been seeing these videos and I'm just like, damn, these dudes really, really are hurting out here. And so what I saw in a lot of these videos is a lot of guys were saying that, oh, game is bullshit. I don't believe in game and all this other stuff. Now, shout out to my dude, Michel Cobre, or Cabre. I might say his name wrong. But he always says to me, he's like, yo, Locario, why you always addressing shit like this? You understand? These, certain cats just don't get it. You just, whatever. The reason why I'm addressing this is because these type of guys, what they do is they lurk around information like this. With like coaches or even pickup artists or whatever. They lurk around this information. And they're upset and frustrated by this information because they'll say, this is all bullshit. None of this stuff works. And, this is all nonsense, yada, yada, yada. So I wanted to talk about the game and what people got to understand about this. Because I've heard videos of dudes like, oh, I don't believe in that game shit. That game shit is bullshit. I'm not doing this game stuff, right? What people got to understand is this. Is that we all have game. Okay? I'm going to say that again. We all have game. Now, whether your game is tight or weak, that's a different story now. You understand what I'm saying? So whether your game is tight or is weak, that's a different story, right? But we all have it. Now, let me take this back for a second. When we talk about game, or just, the game, right? When we talk about the game is basically a representation of life. You understand what I'm saying? When we talk about having game means that you have a certain strategy to get what you want out of life, right? So we all have a strategy. You see what I'm saying? We all have game. You can't not do game. You have no choice. You see what I'm saying? You have no choice but to. So basically what I'm saying is this. If you're trying to make something happen, right? Or if you want something to happen, you're doing something to try to make that happen. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're the type of guy who goes up and approaches a lot of girls and, interacts with them that way, that's your game. If you're the type of guy who likes to pay for pussy, that's your game. That's your strategy. If you're the type of guy that likes to come on the internet and bitch and complain about women and why you're not getting girls and why this and that, that's your game. That's your strategy. You understand? Because I've heard a lot of dudes say, and this just is laughable. I heard a lot of dudes say that, well, if more guys go MGTOW or more guys do this or do that, right? Then women will start to shape up. Women will start to do this or do that. So that's their game. That's their strategy. Their strategy is to say, well, I'm going to be like this or be like that and swear off of women. And then once enough guys are swearing off of women, then the women will have no choice but to shape up. You understand? I'm like, man. And so, and this isn't even necessarily just, specifically on MGTOW. I'm talking about more of, you have a lot of the black pilled guys. This is what I'm seeing on the internet a lot, where they're talking about, well, the game doesn't work, and it's, no, your shit doesn't work. You understand what I'm saying? Your strategy is not working. Because there's other guys where they implement a strategy and it works. So it's not the game that's messed up. It's the person who's implementing the game. So either your game is tight or your game is weak. It's that simple. It's that simple. See, and this is the funny part. What I find online, and again, to all the guys who are having trouble, I'm not trying to get on you or make fun of you. I'm really doing this to help you guys see a different perspective and so you can understand what's going on. Because unfortunately, we have a lot of guys out here who are on the internet who I would call smart dumb niggas. Okay? I call them smart dumb niggas. Now, why do I call them smart dumb niggas? Because they're smart enough in certain instances to see certain things, but they're dumb enough to not realize the entire picture. Shout out K Zaggington, he said the game goofy. Exactly. So I'll give you an example of a smart dumb nigga. And I see this a lot on all of these fucking videos. This is what a smart dumb nigga will say. He'll say, it don't make no sense to deal with these women because women say they only want, a guy who's rich, or I see only women with rich guys, and they'll say they want like a good looking tall guy and he has to have money and yada, 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 right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, there are women who are going to say they want good looking guys and all of this and all of that, right? Now, and then, or they'll say something like this, or they'll say, well, these statistics, I went online and I saw these OkCupid statistics that said, yo, women only think 80% of these guys are unattractive. So because the women think 80% of these guys are unattractive, then there's no hope for me. Blah, blah, blah. See, he's a smart dumb nigga, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he's not looking at the whole picture. Notice, women always say they want a nice guy. I'm going to say that again. Women always say they want a nice guy. But what do you notice that they fuck with? You understand what I'm saying? They don't fuck with the nice guy, even though they say they want the nice guy. Right? So, in one instance, if they say they want something and then they do the other thing, what would make you think by listening to the other shit they say that's going to make sense? Why are you listening to what they say? If you were smart, you would realize the same way they're saying they want a nice guy and they go to the opposite will be the same way in those statistics they're saying they want one thing and they'll do it the next. You understand? See, that's what a smart person would realize by critically thinking. But what happens is on the internet, you have a lot of dudes who are smart, dumb niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Because in one instance, you know that a lot of times when women talk, they're just talking. They're just saying bullshit. So how in one instance you understand that when it comes to nice guys, but in another instance you're talking about, well, women say this and women say that. Who gives a fuck what women say? This is how I know you're game goofy. Because you're, 1 minute, you're like, oh, well, women say this and do the opposite. But then if you know that is true, why wouldn't you understand that all across the board? Why are you listening to them now? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, smart dumb niggas. They don't have the critical thinking skills to see everything in, you know, its entirety. You see what I'm saying? So in 1 minute, you're like, oh, well, women say they want a nice guy, but they get with the bad boy. But then on this end, you're like, well, online, women statistically said that they only like 20% of guys and blah, blah, blah. So in one instance, you're listening to what they say. In another instance, you're not. You understand? So you should already know that women say one thing and then do the next. That's game 101. But again, they don't believe in the game, which is why they're in the position they're in. See, this is tough love I'm going to give you guys. This is tough love I'm going to give you guys today. Right? Because look, I know a lot of y'all are struggling. A lot of these dudes out here are struggling. A lot of the so-called black pill dudes are struggling. I get it. But they're lurking around dating coaches' videos. I know this. I'm seeing this. You understand? Jumpman Vivo, you said game don't work for uglies. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I also heard on these videos, which is hilarious, right, is that I hear guys say, well, you know what? Game don't work. You know why? Because I went out there and I approached 100 girls and I only got one number. Or game don't work because I approached 200 girls and, you know, I didn't get anything. Game doesn't work. It's bullshit because I went out and I approached 500 girls. Oh, my God. For life, when DB said I must have been watching them TFL videos. I know. And see, this is the thing. I was watching some of them, but I had to not go all the way in because I like to, you know, be careful about what I put into my brain. And so, but I was looking at this for research purposes. Ryan, you said when you call in another 15 minutes. I'm gonna get through this. Right? So again, dudes just say, I went and I approached all these girls and I didn't get any women. I approached 100 girls, I approached 200 girls, I didn't get any women. Now, think about this, guys. Again, this is why I talk about critical thinking skills. Why do you think when those guys approach these girls or try to get with these girls, it's not happening for them? Why do you think? And most of them is bullshit. Most of them don't even really approach that many girls or interact with that many girls. But let's just say hypothetically, they're out here approaching hundreds of girls. Why do you think that it's not working for them? I want to see what y'all think in the chat room. And I'm going to tell you guys in a second. But just think about that for a second. Why do you think when these guys approach women that it's not working for them? All right? Just think about that for 1 second. Moving in silence, you got it. You definitely got it. And I'm going to explain in a second. So, the reason why the shit doesn't work for them when these guys approach women is because if you are approaching women and you have a shitty mindset, what do you expect is going to happen when you approach the women? If you're on YouTube all day talking about, oh, game doesn't work and women don't like me and chicks are this and that, what do you think is going to happen when you approach the girls? You're coming at them with the same energy. That's the equivalent of me. Let's say I took a bunch of dog shit and I smeared it all over your body. I took the dog shit and smeared it all over your body, and I said, bro, go and approach these chicks. And then you approach girls and you're like, how come these girls don't want to talk to me? How come these girls don't want to talk to me? This game doesn't work. You know why? Because you got shit all over yourself. That's why the girl don't want to talk to you. So you got a shitty mindset, which is why the girl don't want to talk to you. Which is why when you interact with women, you repel them. This is not fucking rocket science, people. You understand what I'm saying? Because I listen to these videos and I can hear it in their voice. They sound defeated. You understand? I listen to these videos and usually it'll be a dude. You know, some guys, they'll show their face. But then you have other guys who, they'll be in the video and they'll be like, hey, what's up, guys? So yesterday I was out and then I was, I saw a girl and I wanted to go and approach her, but I don't know. I just feel like, what's the point? Nobody likes me. I can't get girls. This is all bullshit. These dating coaches and these pickup artists are scammers. That stuff doesn't work. This is bullshit. I just hope more guys wake up to the nonsense. And look, if you don't have money and status, it's over. It's over, guys. Because it's the truth. Women, they just like money and status. And, confidence is bullshit. How are you supposed to get confidence if you never did nothing to be confident? This is bullshit. God, I just don't know. I don't know. I think I should just be alone. I'm just destined to be by myself, Like, this is what these dudes do. This is how these dudes sound. So I'm like, if you have a shitty mindset and you're sounding like that on the video, I could imagine how you sound when you're talking to the girls. You understand? I've heard dudes say, that confidence stuff doesn't work. I tried to be confident and it didn't work. I tried to be confident and it didn't work. Oh, so you just one day tried it on. You just tried on confidence and that's why it... Nigga, what? What? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I'm like, you have a shitty mindset and expect results. How? How? This shit don't work that way. Man. And I'm telling you, got a lot of dudes who have, they just have like that fucked up energy, man. And this is a lot of it. And, and the dude, some of the guys that'll watch this, that's like that, they're going to be like, fuck Mr. Locario. He's just, PUA scammer. And I'm like, first of all, I ain't a pickup artist. And this is the thing. Funny enough, when I watch some of these videos, I heard some of them mention my name, which I thought was hilarious. You feel what I'm saying? I thought it was hilarious. But this is what I noticed too with a lot of these guys, is that they'll tell themselves things to make them cope, to make them sort of feel good about themselves in a situation. So they'll tell themselves these things where, they feel like, okay, well, all of this shit is bullshit, so I'm justified in my failure. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because what happens is a lot of them, this is what they'll say. They'll say, well, you don't understand. You don't get rejected all the time and by a whole bunch of girls. And this is the funny part. They think they're special. So what I mean is, they'll say, well, you don't get rejected. Really? Really? I guarantee you I've gotten rejected way more than any other incel, TFL, black pill, MGTOW, whoever guy. I guarantee I got rejected more than 99% of these dudes. You understand? They're like, oh, these girls are going to flake. I guarantee that I've gotten flaked on more than any of these guys. You understand? So I'm like, bruh, you're not special. This happens to everybody. That's part of the game. Dude's crying about getting flaked on. Dude's crying about a chick not calling him back. You understand? Dude's crying about wanting to have sex with this girl, but she ain't trying to fuck him. Guess what? That happens to everybody. You understand? But you know what the difference is? The difference is that the guys who win, they don't let that shit stop them. They don't have a shitty mindset. Because what I notice about a lot of these guys is they look at the negative of everything. Everything. You understand? Everything is negative. You tell them, yo, why don't you, learn some game? Man, fuck that. That game is bullshit. It's not going to work. It's all about looks, money, and status. Right? You tell the dude, you know what? You should go work out in the gym and get your body tight. That's not going to do anything. It doesn't matter if I work out because, I saw this other guy who was working out and he tried to talk to a girl and she still didn't get with him. I'm like, bro, try to get some numbers and set up some dates. Nah, man, because, I tried that and this one girl, she flaked on me, so, I can't do that. I'm like, bro, why don't you take a walk outside? It's a nice day outside. The sun is shining. I don't know because, the rays of the sun is going to fucking mess up my skin. I just don't feel like it. I'm like, bro, why don't you eat some breakfast before you go to school? I don't know, man, because, I'm scared if I put some cereal in my mouth and then I swallow, I might choke. So I just don't feel like it's worth doing that. Every fucking thing is something negative. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. Go watch some of these videos. Go watch some of these videos. This is exactly how these dudes talk. They'll talk about a topic concerning women and go straight into the negative. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. This shit is crazy. So I'm like, and they say a lot of goofy shit to cope because, I'm looking in the comment section and these dudes are like, oh, more people are gonna be TFL or MGTOW or whatever acronyms niggas want to do nowadays. And then they say some this is some shit that had me almost laughing to the point of falling over on my damn floor, where I saw a comment that said, in 2019, dating coaches are going to be obsolete. And they're going to have to get different jobs because, they're not going to be able to make any money. Shout out to my dude, Alan Roger Curry, because Alan Roger Curry said in one of his past videos where he said every year his income has been going up, right? So shout out to Alan Roger Curry. And my shit is the same exact shit. Every year, my income has been coming up. Why? Because we provide value to guys who actually want to put in that work and they get results. You see what I'm saying? So again, the reason why I'm even doing this video is because a lot of these cats lurk around on here. They keep coming back. They keep coming back. You understand? And the reason why they keep coming back is because deep down inside, they know what the deal is. They know what the deal is. You understand? They know what the deal is. So, you know, it's funny to me. Because dudes can, you know, they can pull out all the statistics. You understand? And it's funny because, like, Unique 979, he says Stephen Dean Williams has a bunch of testimonials. Real talk. Exactly. Even on this show you guys watch, you've heard people in the past, like, it was like the last show or the show before that, I had a dude that was on the Bad Boy membership call and told me, yo, I've been on that shit for a few weeks and shit's already been popping. You see what I'm saying? But what you got to understand is that with a lot of these guys out here who's having all this trouble, it's really their mindset, bro. I'm telling you. It's their mindset. They don't want to come to terms with that. It's their mindset and basically what they've been you know, experiencing causes them to look at the world in a certain way. You understand? Like, yo, I remember I heard some dude on this video. He's talking about my book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day. Oh, by the way, make sure you guys click the link below to get the book. You feel what I'm saying? Do you know that I've had dudes on plenty of occasions thought that doing this is impossible, meaning having sex with 2 women in one day is impossible. You understand? Now I understand why they would think it's impossible. They think it's impossible because in their reality, it's hard for them to get a girl, to get one girl, to have sex, all that other stuff. So I understand, I get it, and this is why I have you know, I have sympathy for these dudes. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you know, you got to come to terms with the fact that it's not the game, it's not the chicks. You understand what I'm saying? It's you. I'm sorry. Listen, I got a fucking book for women called It's Your Fault You're Single. So even when I coach women, I let them know, like, listen, the reason why you can't get a man or you can't keep a man is because you fucking up. So it's the same thing for you guys out there. If you're having all of this trouble doing shit, you fucking up. I'm sorry, like, you see what I'm saying? You got to do something about this. Like a lot of these cats, they be on the videos talking about, oh, it's the society and it's society's fault. And I heard some video where some dude was talking about how, you know, the government should issue girlfriends to dudes. I'm like, what kind of shit is, what? I'm like, nigga, step up your game. Like, what the fuck is going on with motherfuckers nowadays? This shit is crazy. The shit is crazy. Man. Shit is crazy. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, I'm just like, what is going on? I'm like, what is going on? Shit is crazy. What up, Savage D Savage? So the calling number, people, is 646-481-3901. Yeah, Lorenzo, I'm telling you, they was talking about that shit. I'm like, what kind of shit is, what? I'm like, bruh. I'm like, that's crazy. Unique 79 said we met her to blame because we allowed ourselves to walk away from being lions, tigers, and wolves. Real talk. A lot of these cats out here is too soft nowadays, man. Like talking about what women say they want. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Chilling. What's good?
Hey, man, I just had a quick question, man. So, I'm going through some shit right now, man. I'm 25 years old, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stay focused on my purpose, man. But, like, it's hard because I get distracted with females sometimes, man. Like, I'm about to relocate. I'm from Amarillo, Texas. I'm about to relocate to the Dallas area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stay focused. Like, when I move, I don't want to be focused on women too much because I want to get my shit together, you know what I'm saying, then focus on women. But it's hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So you're saying
like, what advice could you give me to, like, so I can stay focused and not worry about these females? I just want to stack my money up right now and just stay focused on what I need to focus on right now.
Well, that's the thing. See, you know, you always have to put women second anyway. So it should be what you're talking about should automatically be that way, meaning that you should be focusing on your thing, what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you're trying to do, whatever type of situation you're trying to get your money up, do that. Getting your living situation right. You understand? Get all of the stuff you're doing right? And the women are always secondary. So this doesn't necessarily mean you have to, and this is the part that the guys don't understand. It doesn't mean that you have to stop dealing with women while you're getting your shit together. You understand what I'm saying? You just have to know how to manage the situation so that you're not letting women get in the way of you getting your shit together. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So basically, for example, let's say you move into another spot, you getting your money up, whatever. Let's say you working like 5, days a week, whatever it is, right? You just always say, okay, well, I know I'm gonna be working from 9 to 5, every day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be saving up some paper to do this other thing I'm doing. So now that you know what you're trying to do, right? So let's say, for example, you was working 5 days a week, and let's say you were saying, I want to save up like 10 G's in the next 6 months to put into whatever and do whatever I got to do, right? So now that you know that, you say that, okay, cool. After I pay my bills, after I do all of this stuff to save the money, I got this amount of time and this amount of money and this amount of energy to fuck with chicks if I want to. You see what I'm saying? So now, when you deal with a girl, she has to fit into that situation. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, let's say you say, you know what? I could go out, but I'm gonna just get like a fucking coffee and bring a chick to the coffee shop and fill her out and then take her back to my crib. So you could do that. So you could say after work on Tuesday, I'm gonna meet Shorty at this Starbucks or whatever. You're gonna get some coffee, and if everything's cool, I'll just take her back to the crib and smash, and then she could bounce, and I could continue on the next day doing what I gotta do. You see what I'm saying? So you're not letting chicks get in the way of what you're doing. You're doing what you're doing anyway. You have shit in place, and then you create a situation around that and fit them in. You see what I'm saying? And if they can't fit in, you charge them to the game. You see what I mean? That's it. Yeah. That's what you got to do. You see what I mean?
I have one more question too, man. One more question before you get off. But
go ahead.
Growing up, man, because I've always been that type of, I've always had my shit together. So growing up, it was kind of always hard for me to approach females. And me, I always relied on like dating apps for like my help, with beating women, which I'm trying to get off and just meet women out in public more often. But I know you're gonna probably say I need to grow some fucking balls to approach women, but what else advice could you give me on just approaching the female in general? Because I don't have a hard time keeping a woman attracted. But it's when I see a bad girl and I want to approach her, it's that's when the negative thoughts start coming in my head, like shit, you ain't good enough, or you might not attract her, that kind of shit like that. But whenever I meet a girl online on the internet or something like that, and we meet up for a drink or something like that, I always see the deal. I never have an issue. But it's when I meet a girl out in public that I want to approach, it's I choke up on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, that's the
I don't think I'm a bad looking dude. I dress fly. You know what I'm saying? I wear nice clothes and shit. So I know I got the looks down, but I feel like the outer appearance is good, but the inside is kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of that's just coming from you. So you have to start. And this is the thing. Sometimes you have to push yourself into the situation or the situations so that you can see that it's not what you thought it was. You understand? So what I mean is that you see a girl that looks hot, right? And in your mind, you're like, oh shit, she bad. I don't even know. You start thinking, you start hesitating, you start talking yourself out of this shit. Sometimes you just need to go. As soon as you see her, just go and start talking. You understand? You got to push yourself and just do it. Don't even think about doing it. Just do it. So then when you're in the situation, what's going to happen is that, sometimes the chick, she's going to be very receptive to you. Sometimes she's not. But either way, it's usually never as crazy as you thought is going to be in your mind. That's the problem. You have to, and this is the whole topic of the show I'm talking about even today, where you have a lot of guys who don't have real world experience. So in their mind, shit is fucking haywire and crazy. But when you go up to a girl and just talk,
you know what I'm saying?
it ain't nothing. Let's say it again.
Like, we be assuming shit, like, you know, like, assuming she don't like you or something like that.
Right,
you know
exactly,
like,
exactly. Exactly. Because the thing is, imagine you see the girl, you go up to her and you be like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? And she's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And she's all smiling at you. Now you're like, oh, cool. Like, she's, you know what I mean? She's being real nice and receptive. But again, in your mind, you were like thinking it's going to be a big fucking deal. Or you might approach her and you be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And she might just look at you funny and walk away. But it's like, so what? You, at least now you know. You feel what I'm saying? It's whatever. You know what I mean?
Bet.
That's what it is.
Man, appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, man.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks, man, for what you doing, bro. Because, like, a lot of dudes need this advice out here, man. So I just want to say thank you for all that.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. All right?
All right.
Later. All right. So what's popping in the chat room, people? So, you know, you got it, don't be scared of that shit, man. All right. Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, big bro? This is Karen.
All right. What's going on, man?
Hey, listen, bro. I want to paint a picture for your audience before I ask you this question.
Mm.
Now, one thing I say is this to the audience is looks, money, and status. That Locario is 100% on point right. That shit don't matter, B.
Mm.
I'm telling you that right now.
Mm.
You know, I say it because, like I said, I want to paint a picture. By no means am I gloating when I say this shit. I'm the type of dude where I'm exuding with confidence when I'm talking to a woman.
Mm.
You know, in my opinion, you ask me, I'm the most handsome motherfucker that's gonna walk up to any bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if it's Chris Brown or if it's goddamn Trey Songz. I'm that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I say, I got money, I got status, whatever you want to call it. But for some reason, and this is why I called, is I want tips because even after all that I said, I own my own car dealership. I'm doing big things. Like I'm doing, in my opinion, I'm 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting this money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I walk up to these women. And I got a boyfriend, or nah, blah blah blah. And then when I walk up to them, like I said, my mindset is there, my swagger is there. I'm coming up in the Gucci fits, like my shit was on point. But for some reason, it's like, damn, I'm still not getting these bitches. I don't know what it is.
And that's the thing that guys gotta understand is like all guys are going through that shit. All men go through that shit. It's the same thing for me. I'll go outside. I'll talk to certain girls. Some girls is gonna be receptive. Some girls ain't. That's the game. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes, they have this fantasy that if you got a whole bunch of money, if you're a good-looking dude, if you got status, then everything's just gonna go your way. Everything's just gonna go super smooth. There's no girl that's gonna reject you, or like they think like 9 out of 10 girls just gonna be fucking with you. It's like, nah, that's not the situation, because there's too many variables in the game which make it to the point where that is not a reality. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I say that game just within itself, it encompasses all this stuff. So the thing with your looks or your money or your status, you can use that as tools, and because I'm not saying that a guy can't use that shit. So if a chick is checking him out, think he's good looking or whatever, use that as a tool. But understand that it's just a tool. You feel what I'm saying? And so everything is encompassed in it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like if I tell people, like, let's say you make a movie, and the movie is fucking like some action film, and it's a bunch of fucking action, shit's exploding, it's all big and shit, and the movie looks good, but the storyline is whack, or the actors suck. So now your movie's trash. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the same thing where it happens with dudes, where you'll look good, but then when she gets to your vibe and the feel, she's like, bruh, this guy's corny. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what happens. You see what I mean? So
I feel it. And another thing I want to say is that I walk up to maybe about two women a day. That's my goal. Is 2 women a day. Like I said, I'm a busy dude, so I try to go up to at least 2 women a day. Every single day. Out of those 2, that's 12 women a week. So out of those 12 women, I might get about 2. And out of that 2, I might get one bitch that's really down and down the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
But I mean, it's like it's really hard. Like you got to really be at this shit. This is like literally a process. You know what I mean? This is like something that you ain't really down to go get those bitches. You're not gonna get them.
Exactly.
Because you gotta walk up to 100 women before you might get 3 in your you know. But in a consistent rotation, you know what I mean?
Right, and that's the thing. Like, because see, the problem with a lot of guys, they don't think about the other side of the story. And what I mean is this: is that because you said, look, I'll talk to like 12 chicks, I'll get 2 of them, and then I'll probably get one and smash or whatever. The reason why that happens, and the reason why you got to play the numbers game, is because the other side of the story is when you approach a girl, she might have a boyfriend. That girl or another girl might be a lesbian. Or another chick, she probably has mental issues. You understand what I'm saying? Or the other girl, you're just not her type. You feel? It's a bunch of it's a bunch of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's gonna stop you from getting certain women. So the thing is that it's not about, oh well, you just being this type of guy and all the girls are gonna flock to you. That's not how it goes. So as a guy that's in the game, you have to be out there interacting with women and be on top of your stuff. So much that when you do run into these girls, it gives you a higher percentage rate that you're going to get when you're interacting with the girls. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
And now I have one last question. I'm going to let you go get to the next caller and shit. But this is off topic. But and I know that you're in a non-monogamous relationship. Now, in this day and age, 2019, you think that monogamy is still real?
Do I say that? Do you think monogamy is what?
Do you think monogamy is still real? Are we still able to be in a committed relationship with somebody?
Well, the thing is this, everything all depends on the people in the situation. So some people, if they're, I know some people who honestly are like really good in monogamous relationships. You know what I mean? But that's how they're built. You understand? But generally speaking, monogamy is a fairly new concept. You feel what I'm saying? So, so that's what people don't understand. So the whole thing with polyamory and being open and all that other shit, that's how shit has been since forever. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing with monogamy is more of an unnatural situation than monogamy is, and than non-monogamy. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing is to be monogamous. To actually really be, and this is the funny part, most people aren't even really monogamous. Like monogamy, like if you're actually really a monogamous person, that means that you're actually only with one person your entire life. You understand? So that means so what most people do is what they call serial monogamy, which actually isn't monogamy. It's polyamory, meaning that it's like this: if you get with somebody today, and then y'all together for a year. And then you break up with that person, and then you get with somebody else, you're poly. You feel what I'm saying? That means you're with more than one person. It's just at a different time. So if you're actually monogamous, what that would mean is that you would have gotten with one person, and if y'all broke up or if that person died, you would not be with anyone else ever again. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing that people don't understand. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it all depends on the person, but most people, unfortunately, are in monogamous relationships, but because they are conditioned to be in it, and because that is the quote-unquote societal norm for like the Western society, whatever, it's hard for people to not be that. So what I mean is that people are so caught up in monogamy that their emotions and how they view the world is caught in that too. So what that means is that monogamous person will end up, having a lot of jealousy or end up feeling a certain type of way if their partner was to see somebody else or deal with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? But usually if you notice, that's usually what happens. When people are in monogamous relationships, what happens? Somebody's going to end up cheating, or both of them going to end up cheating. Why? Because it's natural for them to want to be with other people. You see what I'm saying? It's a natural thing. You see what I mean?
I feel it.
So
Well, all right, bro. That's solid, bro. That's solid. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But appreciate you, G.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the call, bro. All
right, bro.
Peace. Yeah, man. So what else is going on, people? Wait, who the hell is this calling me right here? Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's popping? Who's this?
Good. Yo, first of all, I just want to say I got your book about 2 women per day, and at first I was like, "Yo, this shit is bullshit." but then I was like, I said to myself, I either keep doing the game or just completely quit. But if I quit, then I'm just not getting no chick. I gotta play the game to be inside the pussy.
Right.
Yo, not last weekend, but the weekend before that, I fucked a girl on Friday, a girl on Saturday, and a girl on Sunday.
Right.
You have no idea how much of a big deal that is for me. I mean, I felt like I brought the Knicks to the NBA championship. I mean, this is amazing, and I feel that you have more information that you haven't put out yet that we need to learn. That there's a more advanced level.
Oh yeah, no, it's real shit. That's why I'm telling you that Bad Boy membership. I put all of the more advanced stuff on there, and there's a lot more stuff that dudes don't know. And see, and I'm sure the fact that you were in a situation where you were able to consistently have sex on those days now you probably have a different perspective than most other guys. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I have a different perspective, but I have also another frame of thought, and I want you to chime in on this.
Right.
I'm like almost 40 right now, and 40 years, whether I'm getting laid or not, I feel like this is underground, but it's not out in the open yet. So right now I'm messing with this girl. We fool around like we're in a relationship, and what I've been doing with this girl, well, we're not really in a relationship, but, you know, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, we're together, it's me and her.
Right.
So, there was a night where there was a party right downstairs from me. I brought another girl upstairs, and she was in it too. And then we had sex. So it was the 3 of us. And this is the type of woman, you might have heard this, that have said in the past, I would never, ever be with another woman. Not my thing, I don't like it.
Right.
Yeah. But in this threesome, she was going at her in such a way that I'd never seen before.
Right.
And there's been times where I just stepped away and let them do their thing, and boy, she did everything. And it was going long, like I was going in and out, but he just, you know, and the third wheel had a strap on, and the girl that I'm with took the strap on and used it on her. I'm like, whoa. So here's my theory. This is the example I made was anecdotal, but my theory is I think women want women sexually and romantically more than men.
You saying you think that women want women more than men?
Yes.
Nah, bro.
I think they want them more. Because it's like there's so many different examples. Like this is just one example. When it comes to porn, women charge more to have sex with men than they would charge for women. Another example. So I help people out in independent films sometimes. It's easier to get a woman to do a romantic scene with another woman than it is for her to get a romantic scene with another man.
Right.
Another thing.
Well, that's the thing. It's not.
Women.
No. This is the thing. It's not that women want women more than men. It's just that women. There's a lot of women who will have fantasies or a curiosity about being with a woman. You feel what I'm saying? So which will make it, because I've been in a situation before where I was in this threesome once, and so the girl and the other girl, right? They were like, this is what happened. We were all in the living room. Then they went to the room and I went to the bathroom. When I came out from the bathroom, them two was already going at it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, one of the girls never been with a girl before. You understand what I'm saying? And she was doing most of the shit.
To your knowledge.
Say that again?
To your knowledge.
Right. To my knowledge, she hasn't been with another chick. But she was going in heavy. So what I'm saying is that because there's a fucking fantasy or this energy of like wanting to do it at some point, you feel what I'm saying? That's what makes them want to do it. But it's not necessarily that they want the woman more than the man. It's more so that in this specific situation.
Well, hold on. Let me bring in another example.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're in your 30s.
Yeah, I'm 37.
Huh?
I'm 37, yeah.
37.
Mm.
20 years ago, or somewhere within 20 years, I don't know how long you've been going to strip clubs, but there was a point where when you go to a strip club, it was only male patrons.
Mm.
And as years go by, there has been more female patrons.
Mm.
We are at a point where women would rather see female strippers than male strippers.
Mm.
And the way these women act with these strippers is freaking amazing.
Right,
and
but also
like,
I think the point, but this is what I'm saying. I think the point that you're missing though is that you got to understand that women in general are more sexualized than men. So there's a lot of women that go to male strip clubs that still, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, in general, women are more sexualized than men. So what happens is men and women are checking out women. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of times women on a subconscious level or they're conditioned to also view women sexually. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore that causes some women to be able to, like, for example, you notice how it seemed it's not really as taboo for a woman to, like, let's say you have like some college friends going out and then you see girls kissing their friend in the mouth or making out with their friend, right? But you don't never see a bunch of
more sensual.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But you never see a bunch of dudes.
And we also look at women as being more sexy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is you don't ever see a bunch of dudes hanging out with their college friends making out. It's just not, because again, men aren't sexualized the same way women are. So because women are sexualized, it's easier for women to be sexual with other women. It's not that they like women more. It's more so because it's socially acceptable and they're more conditioned to want to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So when it comes to social conditioning and what people truly want, what I look for is the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Something outside of what people are saying.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see or meet a woman who claims that they have sex with a woman for the first time, I see how they react from that. And typically what I see is women going haywire with it. Because now they had that one time, they're doing it like crazy. You know? So it's like, rather socially conditioned, yeah or nay, they have that experience and then they just go crazy and start fucking. You know, because it's just like, when I was looking at, because I don't know how I got into it, but it was looking at the pay rate for porn stores. It's like, if they really prefer men to have sex with, then why are they charging the men more?
What do you mean? What do you mean charging the men more?
When it comes to porn,
you're saying why are they charging
like,
the?
And like a female could go into a strip club, get free drinks, free lap dances, and fuck for free. Why? Because these strippers are like, all right, I'm already making money from these simps who's giving me money. So let me just get off, get wet, and fuck this girl.
Right, but what you're missing in the whole equation is that there's still societal structures around that cause those things. So, for example, this is why a woman, for example, like, let's say a woman had a choice to fuck with, to be sexual with this dude or this chick, right? she'll want it. She'll want to fuck both of them or fuck with both of them. But if she know that she can get, if she know that she can get money out the dude, then of course she gonna let him pay. You feel what I'm saying? So if a guy's willing to pay her, she's not gonna give it up for free.
If the money is the defining factor.
You say that again?
It would have been a sexual interest.
Say that again?
If you put money at the equation and told a woman you can only fuck this woman or only fuck the guy, she's more likely to choose the woman.
You're saying that
that's where her sexual preference is going to.
So you're saying that if money was not in the equation, she would choose the woman instead of the man, besides the man?
Yeah.
And I'm saying not at all. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
She would do that. She would do that if she was a lesbian. You see what I'm saying? But if she likes dick, she's gonna choose dick every time over a chick. You understand what I'm saying?
There are women who love dick. There are women who are like, I'm bisexual. I like men. This is equal of women. But despite what they say, you gotta look at their actions. If you look at their actions, they're more. They make themselves more vulnerable to the woman.
Of course, they're gonna make themselves. But see again.
Everything sexually more with that woman.
But again, you gotta understand something. There are sometimes when women are gonna feel more comfortable around a woman. This is why when if I go to a club and I go with a girl, it's way easier for me to talk to girls or to get girls to come up to us because I have a girl with me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So women are going to be a little bit more comfortable around certain other women. So even when a woman is fucking a guy or dealing with a guy, even when a girl wants to fuck with a dude, let's say she meets a guy on Tinder, there's still always a fear that this guy will fucking beat the shit out of her or do something crazy. When she's around a woman, she usually doesn't have that fear. So that translates also into these situations. It's not that she likes to fuck girls more. It's just that certain women, if they do have tendencies to deal with women, a lot of times, again, because women are sexualized and they might be sexually attracted to certain women, some of these women, like you said, because didn't you say that the girl you fucked with, at first she acted, or she said she doesn't like dealing with girls, or she thought it was nasty or some shit, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So what I'm saying with her, she has repressed sexual energy when it comes to dealing with women. So she probably wants to do that, but of course, in your face or in anybody else's face, she's gonna pretend, oh, I don't like that, Les. That's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, she actually is thinking about doing it. You see what I'm saying? So when she gets to do it, it's like, yes, finally, I get to actually do what I wanted to do from the beginning. But when you look at it objectively, you might be thinking, damn, well, I guess she likes women more than men, because look at how she's going crazy. But she's going crazy because she wasn't allowed to do it before, or she felt like she couldn't do it before, and she had to pretend she didn't like it. You see what I'm saying? So all of these things factor in. But again, it's not that the women like the women more. It's just that there's other factors that make the women respond in that way to other women. It's not that the women like women more. You understand? It's because there's just different things. The same way where a guy, if she's dealing with a guy, she might respond to him differently because he's a dude. You see what I'm saying? There's so many different things that go along with it. You see what I'm saying?
Totally get you.
You feel me?
Totally get you. I haven't been in too many threesomes.
Mm-hmm.
The only other time, there was one other time that I could remember, and besides that, it's the swingers club.
Mm-hmm.
So I take this bisexual chick who kind of looked like a stud to the swingers club.
Right.
And lo and behold, and she doesn't even really look that hot.
Mm.
But lo and behold, what is expected happen? The couples just want one other female added on. You know, and the female's like, all right, I want to have sex with her. You could just watch. And you know, in the black community, me talking about this, people be like, oh, you're gay or you're just not getting laid. No, I'm just seeing something from a different perspective.
Right.
And I think, and the more times I have sex, and the more female friends I have, this is what I'm seeing. So it's like, even from the bisexual chicks or the straight women who are testing the waters, even the ones who are open about it, the way they are sexually with women is far more open than the way they are with men.
Yeah, of course, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You're taking what you're seeing and you're interpreting it as they like it more, or they want to do it more. It's not that they want to do it more. It's that it's a different energy when they are doing it with a woman. This is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is that it's the same thing where you have that group of girls who will hang out with their friends and kiss their friend in the mouth or kiss some, random girl in the mouth, versus if they were around a guy, they might not be so forward. They might try to play coy. They might say, oh, I like this guy. I think he's cute. I don't want him to think I'm a slut. So therefore she's going to act differently. It's not that she wants to kiss her friend more than the guy. It's just that in the situation with the guy, she's going to act differently than if she's with another chick. It's the same way it's the equivalent of like me saying, or somebody coming to somebody's job, you feel what I'm saying, and be like, oh, why is Thomas so well-mannered and chill at his job, but when he's at home chilling, he's smoking weed and cursing up a storm? It's because it's two different situations. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's not that, oh, well, he likes this more than that or that more than this. He's in a different situation, so therefore he's going to act differently because he's in that different situation. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I think in the future we're going to have like a population overhaul. Women are just going to be like, fuck dudes. We just want women. That's what
I'm telling you. It ain't going to happen. I'm telling you it's not going to happen.
People thought I was crazy.
I'm telling you it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you it's not going to happen. You understand? And I'm going to tell you, hold on. I'm going to tell you why it's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you why it's not going to happen. The reason why it's not going to happen is because you're always going to need a yin to the yang and a yang to the yin. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that you're always going to need the feminine to the masculine and the masculine to the feminine. You're always going to need the dick to the pussy and the pussy to the dick. That's it. So it's not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's literally not going to happen.
I'll settle for agreeing to disagreeing.
All right, bro.
but I'm just saying, I've said a lot of things in the past that people thought was absolutely crazy. I mean, there was a point in time where I was like, yo, I want to start a business and I want to create cold coffee. This was when I was like 13. People was like, that doesn't make any sense. Cold coffee. But now it's accepted in our culture because it's happening. And then I said, all right, we're going to have a black president. No, that's crazy. We have a black president. I said Donald Trump was going to win the election. No.
But see, all of those things are not as crazy as the feminine or female population not wanting to have sex with dudes. It's not going to happen because that's how life continues. It's part of the game, bro.
Today's crazy is today's norm.
I'm telling you.
If I told you 20 years ago, there's going to be a growing community of people who don't believe that they are their birth gender and that they generally believe that they're another gender. If I told you 20 years ago that there's going to be a community of that and it's going to get into the mainstream, you would have been like, yo, dude, you crazy.
No, but I could have told you that I was going to get in the mainstream because that's been happening. That's always been happening.
Yeah, but it wasn't the norm, and it wasn't in the mainstream.
Right, but also what you're talking about right now about the chicks fucking with other women, that's always been happening. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the mainstream like it is now. It was always happening, but it wasn't in the mainstream, and it wasn't nearly as accepted.
No, but what I'm saying is it's still happening.
How even strip clubs was going to end up.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
You would not believe me.
This is what I'm saying. It's always been like that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm saying is, as much as there's going to be more women or women dealing with other women, it's always going to be this happening. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the MGTOW dudes. This is why I always laugh at it.
It's happening in the mainstream more.
Say that again.
You don't think that lesbianism is happening in the mainstream more?
No, it's happening in the mainstream more. What I'm saying to you is I'm talking about your point of thinking that a woman likes women more than men, or there's going to be an influx of women who's just going to want to fuck with women and not want to fuck with men. That's what I'm disagreeing with you on. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
We're all human. We're all human. We're not me and you are not omniscient.
Right.
Hey, when you get your business going 10 years from now,
right.
Yo, I'm gonna be like, yo, Hasim, I told you, man.
I will see.
What happened?
We'll see.
Now we're not allowed in the strip club.
We'll see, bro.
King of Diamonds closed down.
That's funny. That is funny. But yo, I appreciate the call, my dude. I gotta get a few more of these, man. I appreciate it, man. All right, bro.
All right. Take care.
Man, hilarious. Dude, just thinking that chicks is. Y'all be underestimating how much women love dick, bro. Y'all be underestimating that shit. Women love the dick. They love the D. Man. But, Jumpman, you was trying to call in? Call in right now. 646-481-3901. All right, where's this shit at? You.
What's going on, Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
This Woods out of Detroit. Man, I was listening to that last talk. I can appreciate the brother and the new experiences that he's going through, but
right.
I think some of that he fell into the classic example of believing shit that women be saying.
Right.
Like, you know, especially when I heard him when he was like, yeah, you know, the girl I wish she said that she ain't never been in no woman, ain't blah, 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 speak.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he bring a woman up there, all of a sudden it was like secondhand nature to her.
Right.
She done did the shit before.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and that with women, they just gonna refuse the dick. That shit ain't never gonna happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What's up with you though?
Hi.
What's up with you though?
Oh man, you know what? I'm trying to. Man, there's a couple of things because I still be on my purpose, especially with dancing. We're gonna be women there, but it's. And maybe you can give me some enlightenment on this, because I'm really getting to the point now where I'm taking no bullshit from women.
Mm.
So, with me being on my purpose and don't have time for the bullshit, it's almost like I'm more on my purpose than fucking or whatever.
Mm.
You know, some would be different than others, but trying to fit that shit in, I guess, is my question.
So you saying like trying to fit into women?
Yeah.
See, that's kind of like what the other caller was saying earlier. It's like, you guys got to understand, man, like, look, all you got to do is fit in women around your schedule, around your life. That's it. See, the problem is that guys, most guys, what they'll do is they think that they need to put everything on hold to be with a girl or to get with a girl or to take time out of their life to get with a chick. Like I had a friend who I used to work when I used to work in the gym, and he one time he wanted to see this girl, so he fucking took a day off of work to go see this chick, and then she ended up flaking on a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, this is what you get for fucking, moving around your schedule for some chick. So this is what I'm saying.
This is what you shouldn't do, because rule number one: never follow her lead.
Right. So for example, if you working 6 days a week and you only got Sunday open, you understand? You do what you do those 6 days, and let's say you meet a girl, somewhere or whatever, or you meet a girl online, be like, listen, I'm free Sunday. So if you can't see me Sunday, then it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And you just find a chick or find women who could meet you on Sunday. And that's that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I guess I ain't going to call it frustrating or like that, but from maybe the last 10 to 15 women that I've dealt with, you get young and old, some in their 20s. There was one, she was 24, now I'm 40. She was 24 when we met up. Some meet up at the bar, get a drink, whatever. I bought the first round, she bought the second. But I had to charge her because she didn't want to kiss me. So I had to automatically charge her. And then what was weird was she was trying to like walk me to the car, and I'm trying to like ditch her so I can get on something else's bar.
Right.
About the bar. So, but her, some older, you know, and they one chick in her lower 30s. We went to Chili's and shared a dessert, shared that chocolate milk lava cake. But she was on that bullshit too, like, well, I don't really want to kiss on the first date, you know, maybe a couple of days now. I have to charge her. You know.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. And see, that's what you gotta understand. There's gonna be a lot. See, the next Bad Boy show I'm coming out with on Sunday is about charging chicks to the game. It's gonna be 8 reasons why you should charge a girl to the game. And so what most guys gotta understand is that charging chicks to the game is something that you're gonna have to get used to, because it's gonna happen a lot the more you level up. You understand what I'm saying? So dudes got to understand that, because look, you know, it gets to the point where when you become more about what you're about and doing what you're doing, you're gonna run into a whole bunch of chicks who's on some bullshit, who don't have anything going on, so therefore they don't respect people's time. They don't know what they're doing in life, so they're just all over the place. So you're gonna have to charge those girls immediately, and then you're gonna have girls who's gonna waste your time. So you're gonna have to just charge those girls immediately. So what's going to happen is, this is why I say all the time, is that you have to continuously keep bringing new chicks in. You feel what I'm saying? You got to keep bringing new women in. You feel what I mean? Because you're like, let's say you get like in a month you get 10 new girls. Y'all exchange numbers. You're probably gonna end up talking to maybe 2 of them, 3 of them, you know, on a good day. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and then you have to charge 7 of them. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is, and that's part of the game.
And don't let me put it out there like I'm constantly trying, because there's some successes within there.
Oh yeah,
you know, older and younger. But it's that I got real, and this is strictly from just fucking with you, Locario. That's why I have an appreciation for you.
That's
I only follow my own lead. And if you ain't doing if you ain't down for what I'm trying to do, it's a wrap.
Right, like, that's it.
I got hard into the Tinder game, and so you hook up with these women when they message me or when they match with me. The first thing I'm saying to them is, "Hey, how are you? When do you have time to meet me? When are you free to meet me?" Straight up. And some of them act like they get offended from it. Some of them is whatever. But what irritates me is, you know, and I'm pretty sure you do, but if these women who you first meet, regardless if you meet them in the street or meet them on the internet, they want to, I only drink Patron. I only do this. And so some of them will be like, oh, okay, well, I can get you that Patron, but that means I'm fucking you, and we're going to be consistently fucking, because that's what I'm into. And then they get all upset.
Right, and then and that's why, you know, you got to charge into the game. Like I love that shit when that shit happens, because all it's telling me is like, look, you're just letting me know already that I don't need to waste no more time on you. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You know what I mean? And then you got to just stay and you know, be on the chicks who's showing the cooperation. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it. Because the more chicks you deal with, the more you're gonna find women who cooperate, and then the less you're gonna want to deal with the girls who aren't, because you realize, yo, like, I already see you're a waste of time. I already found out from the jump you're a waste of time. The problem is a lot of guys get into contact or situations where they're dealing with a girl who they think is cute, or they want to smash, so they're trying to, you know, get over on it. They're like, well, let me call her again, or let me try to say, nah, it's just, yo, charges to the game, keep that shit pushing.
And you know what? And I can appreciate that, because I was there when I was young. I mean, especially when you didn't know any better, and just kind of, I mean, listening to your last call, this is one of the things that kind of popped into my mind as he was talking. It was like, you know, with the advent of the internet and YouTube, you're getting more of a perspective. It isn't just, okay, my own experiences, and this probably don't happen to anybody else. No, with YouTube and Facebook alone, you see that the same bullshit happen with other people, and how how other people deal with it. What's the best way to deal? What's the worst way to deal with it? And so that's what I'm saying. You know, for a while when I was young in my 20s, I dealt with that. I thought, oh, she's cute, and you know, I gotta take it. I gotta do this and do that just to try and get in good. No, you don't have to deal with that. Matter of fact, let me even take it a step further on that ass. Yeah, there are a lot of, you know, I love very feminine women. Those are your 8, 9, and 10s, especially whether out in the club, out and you see them there.
Right.
But with Instagram, a lot of these chicks who will walk out the house as 3s and 4s can go on anybody, Kindle, get whoever, Instagram, and get ideas on how to at least make themselves look like a 7 or 8.
Right.
So
no, that's true.
Now she's still a 3-4 in her mind, and it's a shitload of 3-4s out there. It's only like a very small number of actual 10s, mentally and physically. But that's what we're seeing now. I mean, somebody who wasn't there can be there because they have access to better information now. And that's what a lot of cats have to kind of get into.
Right. No, that's, I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, you know, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of you know, peeping shit out quickly so you don't have to deal with the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying, in the long run. And once you start getting the hang of this shit, you understand? Because look, this is the thing. Most guys, most dudes would be good with just 2 chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Just have you know, just 2 chicks generally, maybe 3 here and there, but between 2 and 3 girls, most dudes would be good on if they dating and they fucking around and they have a good, interesting sex life with a rotation of 2 or 3 girls that, you know, in and out, you lose one, you get one, another one or whatever. So it's not really hard to get 2 girls. You feel what I'm saying? It's not really hard. I don't understand why dudes make it such an issue to just get 2. You understand what I'm saying? Like 2 chicks. You know what I mean? You could do that shit in like 2 weeks, if that much. You understand? You could do that shit in a week. But see, a lot of dudes don't want to put in that work. You feel what I'm saying? It's really not that hard, man.
Just going out there saying something, just talking.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, bro. I gotta get a few more of these up in there.
I ain't talking to you in a minute, so I appreciate it.
All right, man. Be safe, bro.
All right.
All right. All right. Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
What's up with it, my nigga? What's fucking with it?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
What's up with it, man? This young Jay Moses, man, from Cali.
All right. What's going on?
A few months ago, you probably don't remember, but I took a few months, man.
All right, that's what's up.
Shit,
what's going on with you now, though?
What's up with it, man? Shit, fucking with it, man. I'm just going to drop a few points, bruh. See what you think about this shit. Some shit I've been noticing with niggas, man. Especially these nerds, man. These internet nerds, man. One thing I noticed with these niggas, bruh, is like, they stay hollering this gym nerd shit. My nigga, like, the gym supposed to be the everything, man. Like, you go to the gym and all of a sudden, you feel me, bitches supposed to just fall out the style. And
right.
Niggas are, yeah, that's cool for your physical. You feel me? Like, it might give you some confidence and shit, but you gotta exercise your verbal gymnastics. You feel me, niggas? Like, you gotta have your verbals on point. So going to the gym 7 days a week and working out 5 hours a day, my nigga, you still gotta know how to talk.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta do your tongue exercises, my nigga.
But see, but you know what the funny part is? This is the funny part. See, the problem with a lot of guys, you know, and this is what I was talking about earlier with these dudes that be on YouTube and, you know, having videos all day talking about why shit ain't fair and all this other stuff. A lot of women, not a lot of women, but a lot of guys think that women are like robots. You understand what I'm saying? They think that there's some formula or some fucking, you know, thing they could. They're like, well, I'm just gonna go to the gym and work out, and then as soon as I walk out, women are gonna start running to me. It's just like that those Axe body spray commercials where they spray the dude with the Axe body, and then the women start flocking to him and running to him. Like, that's not reality. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is this: if you, it's like this. If I take some shit, right, and I put it in a fucking gift box, and I hand you the gift box, and the gift box is pretty. The gift box is all wrapped with a nice bow and shit. You understand what I'm saying? But inside the gift box is shit. You see what I'm saying? So even though the outside looks good, like, oh, it looks like some good shit, the inside is shit. So a lot of these dudes, if they just go to the gym, they're just gonna be fit niggas who are insecure. You understand? They're gonna be fit niggas who still don't know how to talk to girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, but a lot of niggas go to the gym because of that. You feel me? Like niggas getting bullied as kids and shit, so they use the gym to put on the mask. Like if I get big and shit, you feel me? You're intimidating at the same time. It also make girls want to fuck with me.
Right.
So a lot of niggas man that's fit and all this shit, and they still ain't getting no bitches. You feel me? Still ain't get no pussy blood. They stay at the gym, my nigga. That's why they be so frustrated. Like I do this working out. I dress well and all this shit, man. I still can't get. You know, another thing to that this is just crazy. To go along with that, just hearing these cats, especially these older cats, man, I hear all this shit about. And I don't know how much is true or not because it's internet shit. But if it is true, hearing cats talk about, man, I got this job, I make 6 figures, I ain't got no kids, perfect credit score. Nice car, and these girls, I just can't. I don't know what's wrong with these girls, man. They won't fuck with me.
Right.
Having all that shit, like.
And this
first of all, if you got all that and you having problems.
Right, and you know what's funny. You know what's funny. The problem with these guys is this, and this is for a lot of guys, and a lot of guys think this way because even I sometimes get caught up in thinking this way randomly. Is that a lot of dudes, and this is the problem with guys understanding attraction. Men think, and this is the fucked up part, because you got so many guys online talking about looks, money, status, all this other stupid shit. A lot of guys think, again, and this is why I said they think women are robots. They think that the accumulation of things, like it's like they're accumulating points, like in a video game. So you're thinking, well, as soon as I get all these points, then that means that I'm owed this thing. So they think, well, I got a good job, I got money, I got a nice car, so I'm owed a woman. I should have a woman. Like what? I don't understand.
That's mentality, like I'm owed some shit.
Right.
That's the shit that kind of fuck me up. Like I got, and they just don't come. And so something obviously wrong with the females, but it's like, bro, if you got all that shit and you still can't pull, something's wrong with you internally. Like,
and see, also what happens is this the part they don't understand is like, yo, you can have all that shit, but just having all that shit doesn't make you attractive. That's the key. That's the key. Everything, see, when it comes to you being able to get women, and especially when it comes to you being sexually attractive to women, it's like, what are you doing to be sexually attractive to this woman? That's it. So if you want to have, like, you could be attractive to the woman where she wants to use you for your money and for you to take her out on a whole bunch of dates and her to play games with you. But if you want to have sex with women, what are you doing to be sexually attractive to women? See, having a car and a good job and a lot of money, that doesn't make you sexually attractive to women. That makes you attractive to women in a provider sense. So they'll fuck with you on some, and usually what those women will do is they'll get with you and they'll say, oh, I got to get to know you. Let's take this slow. Why? Because they need to do that to hook you in so that they can get those resources. So they're not sexually attracted to you. They're attracted to your resources. And this is what guys don't understand. And this is why dudes, they get all of this shit and they still can't get women because they're not attractive sexually to women. This is why a dude who ain't got fucking no money, he ain't got shit to his name, and he could fuck chicks like crazy, end up having these chicks giving him their car to ride around in. This nigga's living in that chick's house, and that's because he knows how to be sexually attractive. It's really that simple, and that's the part that these guys don't understand.
Oh, you got the other hand with, like, the other side of that coin, too, is, like, you got all that shit, so you finally get a bitch, or you might get a wife or whatever, but you're not even getting the full experience with that because, she only fucking with you for the resources, so she ain't even fucking you like that. That's
exactly.
So she ain't even having sex with you like on a regular, and what she doing, she ain't even give you the full, you feel me? Experience, because, nigga, she really only fucking with you because of that.
Right, so exactly. And that's the thing that a lot of these cats don't want to come to terms with. They don't want to come to terms with that because they don't understand women, and they don't pay attention to the game. So what happens is that in their mind, what they think, again, because they think women are robots, and they're also looking at attraction in their own sort of thought process. They're gonna think, oh well, I gotta get all this shit, and then therefore as soon as I get all this shit, that's when I'm gonna get the women. And I'm just like, bruh, yeah, some of y'all will get some women with that money and that nice car, but guess what? She's with you for the nice car and the money. When another nigga got a better car and more money, she's gone. And then also she's gonna give you the pity pussy. I don't like pity pussy. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like pussy that's being thrown because she feels like she needs to keep the resources coming. That shit is garbage. And so that's what the thing that a lot of these cats don't get, and they're gonna keep running through the same shit. And this is what they don't understand. Imagine you're a woman. I just want you guys to think about this for a second. Just put yourself in a woman's shoes, right? Imagine you're on an online site or you're at a bar, right? Now imagine you had 20 guys try to holler at you today, right? Imagine 18 of those 20 guys had nice cars, had money, and had status, right? So what makes, any of them different than the next dude? You see what I'm saying? That there's nothing that differentiates you from the other guy who has the money and the status and all that other shit. You're not different. Therefore, what happens is you blend into every other guy. You understand? And so this is why a lot of times you can see a chick who's hot with the average looking dude, because that average looking dude was different. He grabbed her attention out of all the other guys trying to holler at her. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Y'all thinking that women are in this little bubble and, oh, they see this one dude, and because he's good looking and because he has some money, that she's automatically going to want to fuck with him. No. How about a woman, let's say a woman only has time to date maybe 2 or 3 guys, but she has 70 dudes in her inbox who has money, status, and who's good looking. What separates them? You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't get. I tell dudes all the time, it's easy for a woman to get a good looking dude. Bro, let me tell you something, man. Because me and my wife's in an open relationship, right? So she shows me her Tinder, right? I shit you not. I would say more than half the dudes that are on her Tinder are way better looking than me. You understand what I'm saying? If she has 50 dudes in the inbox, 25 of them look better than me, and there's another maybe 10 or 15 that's pretty decent looking. So she has all these good looking dudes to choose from. So it's not about you just being good looking. What is you being good looking gonna mean when you up against 10 or 15 or 20 other guys who's good looking? You understand what I'm saying? And that's the part that these dudes don't want to fucking address. They don't understand that shit. You see what I mean? It's crazy.
They do all the shit. That's cool. They put in all the work for everything else as far as working and getting their accomplishments together, getting their resources together. And that's cool. Like, honestly, I mean, the resources is cool because if you know what you're doing, you can definitely use it to your advantage.
Right, right.
But if you don't know what you're doing, then it don't fucking matter. You feel me? But,
that's what I'm saying.
All like, it's cool. And it's like another thing, too, like, I don't call you that much, my nigga, so I got a few things to
no, yeah, go ahead. You
good? I watch your shit, and I think about all this shit, but I said, I don't want to call in like that. Another thing, too, and a lot of niggas got to understand this, too. It's like, if you don't get out here on this pavement, man, and get in these hoes' faces, my nigga, don't just be running your mouth just to be running your mouth. Like, when you tell these cats to go outside and talk to girls and all that shit, don't just be talking bitches' ears off and running and just you annoy bitches. Talk about some, go out there and actually try to get at the bitches. Niggas go out and they just say hi to hella bitches.
Right.
You're talking about nothing more, but you can't learn from that. You feel me? Like, you can't learn from just small talk, man. When you talk to somebody, talk to these females, man, be direct. Let them know you fucking with them. You feel me?
Right.
So if they don't fuck with you, at least you have a direct base to learn from. Because I don't understand that indirect shit. What's the point of talking to bitches if you're going to be indirect, my nigga?
Right,
Like, how the
right.
bitch gonna know you attracted to her and shit if you ain't like what you so scared about being direct for, my nigga? What's the fucking point? You feel me? Like, even if you is a novice, even if you is a beginner, be straight up. You feel me? So, like, so if you make your mistakes, at least you have something to learn from. You can't learn from fucking being indirect.
Right, and see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these cats, unfortunately, a lot of these dudes are scared to really go out there and make it happen. Right? A lot of these guys don't know what to do when they're dealing with women. You understand? Because look, the funny part is that, you know, because my dude JXN141 in the chat room, he was asking, well, how are you going to be different? He basically was saying, he said that's a lot of work. He said, won't men run out of ways to be different? And see, you don't run out of ways to be different. How are you going to run out of ways to be yourself? You know what I'm saying? That's you're being different by being you. But a lot of these dudes, they're trying to be like everyone else. They're like, yo, let me pretend I got all this status or a whole bunch of money and do all this looks maxing and all this other shit. So now they become like everybody else is doing that. You see what I mean? But if you would just understand who you are and apply some game to the situation and do it in a way that is applicable to the type of person you are, then therefore you're going to be a different type of dude. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that guys don't understand, is that women have women actually, like, they literally can't take on a whole bunch of motherfuckers. So, like, for example, I could fuck, you know, 30 women in a month, a new woman every day, and I could probably fuck 60 women, 2 girls a day for a whole month, and I'm good. You understand? I'm straight. Women, on the other hand, usually can't, just like emotionally, it all depends on the chick, but physically women can't even do that shit. You understand? To a certain extent. It'll be too taxing on them to do that in most cases. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why I point that out is that means that women have a limited amount of guys to choose from, which is why women like to choose the best guy. You understand? Meaning, like, they're looking for that best guy because they only have so much they can choose from. So what happens, though, is that because they only have so much they can choose from, that means that the other guys that are around trying to get with them, what women will do is they will just use those guys for attention. So this is why sometimes you'll try to get with a girl and she'll give you the runaround, she'll flake on you, she'll be all over the place, you know, you'll just be talking to her on the phone and nothing happens. That's because what happens is she doesn't see you as the top guy. If she did, she would be fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I tell guys that you have to be overall, like my dude KZaggin20 in the chat says, the best guy, aka the best guy overall. See, a lot of guys think, oh, well, because I'm good looking, that's it. No. Are you the best guy overall? You understand? Does everything line up? You understand? I'm like, cool, you got your money, you got your status, you got your looks. Cool, that's cool. But are you sexually attractive, though? You see what I'm saying? Do you have that part of the equation handled? So if you don't have that handled, ain't shit gonna really pop off for you. And that's the thing they don't get. You understand? Dudes is like, oh, I'm gonna just get my money up. Cool. You got your money up, but do you have all the other aspects handled? If you don't, then yeah, you got your money up. You probably would get a girl here and there who's gonna use you for your money and might fuck you. You feel what I'm saying? So that she can keep getting more money. That's it. You know what I mean? It's like, dudes don't get it. I'm telling you.
A lot of cats just ain't really just been around, like, you know, they haven't really grew up and been in environments like where you see niggas just, you know, niggas just getting it in the real world. Like, they don't have no uncles and cousins and none of that shit. So all they have is this internet shit. You feel me? They can't fathom a nigga just, you feel me, just being a regular nigga and the money shit not even matter. Working a regular 9 to 5 and having bitches. You feel me? Having sexual experiences, or a bitch calling them daddy, or a bitch cooking for them. Making them up bread, bro. Like, you feel me? They think that shit like that's impossible.
Bro, they don't get, man. Listen, if I told some of the stories of shit that I've been in, you know, dudes will freaking lose their minds, or they wouldn't even believe me. You understand what I'm saying? And so But that's because I know how to interact with a woman to the point where she is sexually attracted to me. Even shout out to my dude Ron Wills. Ron Wills did a video the other day where he put out he was showing this song called Pusher Man, I think. And in the song,
I fuck with Rob. I seen that shit. I fuck with
right. So in the song, the woman's basically talking about how she's so hooked on the dude, and she's hooked on him because of how sexually attracted she is to the guy. So basically, she's so intoxicated by this dude that it's like a drug. She's addicted. You feel what I'm saying? And so that type of woman is the type of woman who she don't give a fuck about, oh, you got this money and this status. Are you the guy that's gotten her drunk off the D? If you're not, then she don't give a fuck about you like that. You understand? She'll spend your money up. She'll let you take her out on a few dates. And then after the date is done, listen, let me tell you something. This is the funniest shit. There was a chick I was fucking with, right?
Yeah.
Who went on a date with a guy. And he took her to dinner, bought her a whole bunch of food to the point where she had leftovers. You understand? So I came over the house, fucked the shit out of her, and ate the leftovers.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like, that's the niggas that feel like they got to take a bitch on 1,000 dates. Like, you ain't got to take no bitch on 4 dates, man.
You see what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like,
they don't get it. They
don't
get it.
The concept, bro. You can go outside, literally, my nigga. There's been situations where, like, I might have had no bitch on deck, had no pussy on deck, bro. And I specifically went out and said, I'm going to get some pussy.
Right.
Not no bitch I knew, not no bitch online, not no bitch I've known through my friends and no shit like that. Went outside, seen a bitch I never met before. Then 15, didn't have a car either, my nigga. Like, I'm talking about, I'm limited to just my neighborhood, my nigga. Don't have no car, don't have nothing, so, you feel me? I have to go outside and walk around the block, my nigga. I done walked around the block, seen a bitch, got at her.
Right.
Get a bitch number. The bitch called me 15 minutes later, bro. I'm fucking the bitch in the same hour, bro.
Right. That's
what I'm like. Niggas don't understand that concept. Like, hit the pavement, my nigga. Fuck the internet. Fuck the online dating shit, man. That shit weak. You feel me? Like,
that's what I'm telling you. Dudes got to get out in the real world, and unfortunately, a lot of cats is not gonna understand it. They're not gonna ever experience it because in their mind, right, like everything is terrible. Like they can't ever get a woman. You know, in their mind, everything is like looks, money, status. If I don't look this way, I can't get a girl. If I don't have money, I can't get a chick. So their whole thought process of even attracting women is flawed. So they can't even think past the bullshit to actually get a girl. And so what they'll do is they'll rationalize every single thing. So if they see a guy, let's say they see a guy who is they think is average looking, but he got a bad chick. First thing they're going to say is, oh, he must got money or status. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they'll see a guy who's good looking, or they think is good looking with a girl. They'll be like, oh, see, she's with him because he's good looking. That's their whole thought process. You see what I'm saying? And so they don't understand that how the game works overall, that they don't understand how women are attracted to men sexually. They don't understand that there's a difference. See, just like how us guys, we put women in categories, women put us in categories. We'll see a chick, we're like, oh, she's jump off material, or she's probably wifey material, or I'm gonna keep her as a fuck buddy, whatever. Women do the same shit. Women is like, okay, that's the guy I'm gonna have to pay my bills. That's the guy I'm gonna have to take me on dates. That's the guy I'm gonna have in the friend zone. And this is the other guy I'm gonna have who I'm gonna have sex with. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But they don't understand that shit. So, you know.
Right, bro. A lot, like you said, bro, at the end of the day, honestly, this internet shit, bro, a lot of these niggas just don't want to, they don't really want to fuck with no bitches, bro.
Right,
they just
right.
Watch some videos, bro, like, a lot of these niggas really don't want to fuck with no hoes, man.
Real talk,
like,
man.
They want to have excuses and shit. They don't really want no pussy. A lot of niggas don't even know what good pussy is.
Right, right.
You feel me? So, they really don't, niggas, a lot of niggas just don't know what they want, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to do all this extra shit, bro. You ain't got to travel to Brazil and all this other shit, bro. Talking all this Western woman and society, like you said, all that old nerd ass shit, bro.
Right, right. Nah, real talk, bro.
Other shit, bro. Like, it's a real world out there, man. Bitches got problems, too.
Real talk,
like,
man.
Every female's trying to have a baller, bro. Bitches got regular problems, too, man.
Real talk,
There's a
bro.
lot of bitches that have realistic thinking too. You feel me? Like, not bitches
Facts.
ain't really tripping off money like that, bro.
Facts.
Like, most bitches don't have tripping off bread like that.
Facts,
You feel
man.
me? Like I said, niggas just want to watch the videos. You feel me? Like, it's cool to watch the videos, but it's like, bro, if you don't have no experience, like, the videos ain't gonna do shit. You
gotta go out there. See, again, the videos are a tool, but they gotta go out and put in the work. And that's the problem, that a lot of guys, they don't want to put in the work. They just want to sit on the internet all day. They want to read statistics off of websites like OkCupid and all that other shit. They want to fucking, watch goofy ass videos of dudes on the internet looking at niggas' faces on some, half a homo shit. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's just like, what's going on?
Part about it, bro. And honestly, bro, and I'm gonna say this, man, from a nigga that know what he doing. If these niggas gonna listen to anybody, bro, they should listen to you. You come from the most realistic perspective. You feel me?
Right. That's how you gotta do it, man.
Your free shit is a hella game. The problem is niggas ain't got no experience, so they wouldn't be able to tell.
Right.
The shit's authentic or not, because they're not even going out.
Exactly.
Like,
thank you. That's exactly what I be trying to tell these cats. They don't go out, so they don't understand.
I would do this, not to cut you off, but I would do this. I'm gonna give out a great point. Chill off the fucking videos for these dudes that know what they're doing. Go out, get some real experiences, and then come back and watch the fucking videos.
Exactly.
So you know what to apply this shit for. You feel me? Like, niggas want to watch hella videos, but you don't even know how to apply the information because you don't have no real experience.
Exactly.
Niggas think I'm gonna watch 1,000 videos first, and then I'm gonna go out. But you don't even know how to apply this shit because you ain't even been in no real situations.
Right. Real talk,
like, what
man.
you gonna do? Go out to the club and then nigga look at your phone and watch your video?
Right.
You feel me? At the club and then I'm gonna do this. You feel me? Like, this type of, bro, this shit crazy, bro.
Real talk, man. Real talk. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, bro. I'm gonna get a few more of these before I go. But yeah, man, appreciate it, man. All right, peace.
All right, my nigga.
Later. Man, I want Jumpman Vivo to call in. Call in number 646-481-3901. Jumpman Vivo, what's your first three numbers on your joint so I know it's you calling? I want Jumpman Vivo to call in. I want you to call in. I don't want nobody else but Jumpman Vivo. What's your three numbers? Hold on. Is this Jumpman Vivo? I want you to call in now. I'm not taking anybody's call until Jumpman Vivo call in. Call in right now. 561. That's your first. Call in. Call in right now. That's what I'm saying. So we can get it popping. Let's make that shit happen. 561. You waiting on Jumpman Vivo? You talking about you trying? Call in right now. The line is open. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the thing. The caller that just called, he was making a very good point. Where a lot of dudes don't get it because they actually don't go out. So they'll watch the video and they'll be like, oh, it's not this. It's like, yo, you don't go out, man. You don't go out. Like, a lot of cats don't go out and actually see the shit in real time, in real life. You feel what I'm saying? All right, let me see if Jumpman Vivo, you playing games, bro. Playing games. All right, let me take somebody else's call. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, this is Flanders.
What's going on?
Shit, man. Yeah, man. I see your topic for the day. Talking about everybody has game, but they game just weak. Yeah, a lot of dudes game be weak because they don't know what game is, man. They're not aware of the whole concept of having game. You know what I mean?
Nah, real talk.
Like for real, like back in the day, I used to have weak game. You know what I mean? I actually had like a misconstrued idea of what the game was. Like I would be, talking to females and shit. You know what I mean? And I think I'm ready. A female that I like, right? I come across one that I like, and I'm like, shit, I'm ready to apply this game. Let me go ahead and give her these compliments, you know what I mean? Do everything for her, because I got one I like now, so I'm going to apply that game to her now, you know? Let me be extra nice, you know what I mean? I ain't got to be myself. I'm going to apply that game, and that was my idea of having game, you know what I mean? like I said, that joint was just misconstrued. But once you actually learn what women are attracted to, and you actually get an idea of how the game is more easy. I used to laugh. Like, I laughed at how I thought I was attracting women from back then. Like, the shit was just retarded. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, you know, the funny part is that, you know, there's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation out there, you know, when it comes to, you know, attracting women and all that. But the thing is, anything you do is considered a game anyway. So that's the thing I want guys to understand, is that any strategy you take is considered game. So, you know, you could be a cat that's out there lying and shit to women. That's still game. That's still a strategy. You understand? That's not a strategy I recommend. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a strategy nonetheless. You know, you can go out there tricking. That's a strategy. You go out there just being honest, letting chicks know what it is. That's a strategy. You could be direct, be indirect. It's all strategies. So, but the thing is that a guy has to figure out what strategy works for him. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing that is going to get him the result he wants. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, it's better to be authentic with what you're doing, because a lot of times when you're more authentic, when you get shit going, you know that you were able to do it just being you, instead of having to pretend and all this other shit. Because a lot of times, a lot of guys, their strategy is to pretend, is to act like someone they're not. You understand? And be on that other shit, which in turn a lot of times causes a lot of insecurities within themselves, because what it does is when they do get the girl, because I've heard this a lot too. There would be times where I've heard guys say, "Yo, you know, I've gotten all these girls, or I smashed a few girls, but I still feel empty inside, or I feel funny or whatever." And a lot of times it's either one, because they expected getting a whole bunch of chicks was gonna make them happy. That's one. But two, a lot of times the reason why they feel funny after fucking those girls is because the only reason they fucked those girls was because they were being inauthentic, because they were lying, they were being on some bullshit. So they got the pussy, but they realized they got the pussy being on some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Which makes them feel bad afterwards. You see what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dudes, strategies, even when you think of you having a strategy to get the woman, it should always, like, correlate with your manhood at the same time.
Exactly,
you never
right.
step outside of your manhood to attract the woman, you know what I mean?
Real talk. Real talk. That's what it is, man.
Part of that. Yeah, man. Part of that pretending and all that, that's feminine behavior, man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, you as a man, you're supposed to be honest, straight up, you know what I'm saying, aggressive of whatever you saying you're going to do, and your actions always follow up with what you say.
Exactly.
You know,
real talk, bro. That's what it is, man. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, bro. Let me get a few more of this before I get out of here. All right? I'll holler at you, man. Peace. Later. Man. See, Jumpman Vivo still playing games. You see how I gave you time to call in, you ain't call in. Talking about you can't get through. Talking about you can't get through. Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
How are you?
Chilling.
Alright, so let me make this real quick. Sorry, I have the headphones in me. I can hear the live stream as well. You can hear me fine, right?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Alright, so I just wanted to make this quick. By the way, I've called you like several times, so hopefully, like, last time I called you, I talked to you about like some stuff about approaching girls on campus and being insecure and dumb shit like that. But,
right.
So, just a thing, yesterday or 2 days ago, for the first time, I approached a girl on campus, and she was really, like, she was attractive and whatnot. So I go up to her, and I've discovered James Tuck's through you as well, so I applied some of the way, his mechanics of the way he talks.
Right.
So as soon as I go, I say, like, look, you know how he goes, and he goes, this is very straightforward. He goes, this is very forward in his British accent or whatever he says. He goes, I saw you strutting, and, you know, like, whatever he says. But anyways, I was like, this is very forward. I saw you, and I thought you were really attractive, and, you know, I wanted to, hold on one sec, sorry. Do you mind if you wait 1 minute? Sorry, I think I did something accidentally.
Bro, what's going on, bro? What's going on with you, bro? Got to get it together, bro. You trying to?
All right. One sec.
Bro, you gonna have to call back, bro, because you doing too much right now. You're doing too much right now. Okay, I gotta let him call back because this dude doing too much right now. He talking about hold on a second on a live ass show, nigga. What? Y'all just gotta get it together. Shit. All right, you good? You good now, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right. So what's going on?
All right, so pretty much what happened was so she goes. I tell her all those things. Long story short, I grab her number, and what happened was, what I was confused about was this: like when I texted her about 2 or 3 hours later, she responded by saying, "Oh, sorry, I'm seeing someone," you know, like stuff like that. So I was just kind of confused, and I was wanting to know, like, why did she say that, or why did she take my number, or like exchange numbers, even if she had a boyfriend, like, or if she said she's seeing someone, she didn't really say she has a boyfriend.
Well, again, women are very fickle and flaky in general. So the thing is, you could get a girl's number or exchange numbers or whatever. You understand? And she'll take the number and everything, and then afterwards she starts thinking about it, and then you hit her up, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't really know about this guy. Let me just tell him I'm seeing somebody so that I don't have to deal with this." You understand what I'm saying? Or she let's say she has a boyfriend, but she got into an argument with him the other day, and now she took your number because she wanted to get back at him, and now she's feeling guilty about getting your number, so she's like, "Yo, I got a boyfriend." It's so many different situations as to why that could happen. The thing is, you shouldn't worry about that shit though. The fact is that because she could have just been doing that for attention. Who the fuck knows? The fact is that she didn't want to make anything happen with you. That's all that means. So now knowing that she doesn't want to make anything happen, you just charge that to the game and move on. Because the more you think about it, the more you're worrying about it. That's just you wasting time. You understand what I'm saying? And energy when you could just be talking to another girl. You see what I'm saying? So don't worry too much about it because you did everything you were supposed to do in the situation. Like, you did everything right. Yeah, you went up to her, you talked to her, you let her know, "Hey, look, what's good, let's get together," or something or whatever. Y'all exchange numbers. You hit her up, and then now she's on some, "Oh, I'm seeing somebody, blah, blah, blah." All right, cool. Keep that shit pushing. And that's it. That's all it is.
So let me know if I screwed up with this. So after she texted me that, so I was just confused, and I was trying to find the perfect text message or whatever. Because I'm new to this, so I was trying to make everything right. So what I did was, I went and watched, I think, one of James Plus' video, and he approaches this girl, and she says she has a boyfriend. What he does is he says, "Look, attractive girls like you usually have boyfriends, but I'm not looking to be your boyfriend." And then he says, "Tell you what, just hit me up or take my number down. I ask you for a drink. If you want to come out, you come out. If you don't, it's cool." And so she gives him his number. I don't know what happened for that clearly because the video, he didn't really show what happened. But that's kind of what I did, and I didn't get a response. So I guess you're right. She probably wasn't interested or anything.
Yeah, I mean, because again, you can still try to, say some other shit or try to fucking do all that extra shit. The thing is, I always say it's better to charge her to the game and get a new girl than to keep working on a girl who's not showing you interest from the jump. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, a lot of times, you could still get girls like that where at first they're not showing that much interest, or they'll say, "Oh, I got a man," or "I got this," or whatever. You can still get those girls in certain situations. What I noticed though is girls like that, usually half the time it doesn't work out anyway. Half the time they'll be on some bullshit anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's better to get a girl who's showing that cooperation from the jump. So like if you get her number and you hit her up and you say, "Yo, what's good? Let's get together tomorrow." And she's like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get together tomorrow." And she's just complying with everything. Those are the best ones to deal with. The women who are just sort of wishy-washy, fucking all over. Because the thing is this, let's say that girl is actually seeing somebody, but that's not her boyfriend. Like, let's say she's just seeing some dude, whatever, right? Usually what girls will do is that they'll be seeing a guy who they want to be their man, but it's not their man. They want the guy to be their man, but it's not their man. But if they meet some other dude who they like, they will never mention that guy. You understand? So because she mentioned having another dude or seeing someone else, that basically means that she isn't really that attracted to you. So the same thing happens when you approach a woman and when you try to holler at her, she says she has a boyfriend. If a woman has a boyfriend, it's either she actually has a boyfriend, or if she's lying to you about having a boyfriend, the reason why she's lying to you about having a boyfriend is because she doesn't want to get with you. Because the funny part about it is that sometimes if a woman has a boyfriend and she's still into you, she will pretend she's single and never mention her boyfriend and then end up cheating on her boyfriend with you. You see what I'm saying? So anytime when a chick is like, oh, I'm seeing somebody, I got a boyfriend, that's just disinterest. Because when a woman wants to get with you, because remember, women know that guys like when a woman is single and they got a low body count and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So a woman who's into you, and this is just a rule of thumb, or you know, something you guys to look out for. If you're around a girl and she start mentioning other guys and she starts talking about other dudes, she's not into you. You understand? A woman who's into you, who's really into you, will never mention other guys. Period. You understand? She's gonna always it's just gonna be about you and her. She's gonna act like no other man exists in the fucking world. It's like, oh yeah, let me get your number and yeah, let's do this. She's gonna act like you the first nigga that ever talked to her, that type shit. That's the type of energy she's gonna give you. She's not gonna talk to you about a whole bunch of other dudes and this and that. See, in my situation, it's different because when I talk to girls, I ask them about other dudes because I'm doing research and they already know I'm in an open relationship. So I just, we just shoot the shit. But for another dude who's just, out there talking to girls and all that, if she's mentioning any other dude, she's not interested, and you should just keep that shit pushing because a lot of times it's going to be a lot of runaround even if you try to get her, and you're just going to do more work versus just talking to a girl. She's being cooperative. She's giving you the information. You hit her up, you talk to her, and then you make something happen. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all that is, man.
So I wanted to talk to you about how you say that if you approach a girl and she's like not feeling you, you just go, okay, fine, whatever, have a good day, and you leave. That seems to be like your sort of mentality in a lot of things.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I wanted to ask you, so I was reading this Reddit forum about this guy was giving a bunch of advice. So I'm going to read something to you quickly, and I wanted you to see what you think about it, if you agree with it or no.
Right,
because it goes against your mentality of just ignoring. If she ignores you, you just move on. So it says, women will test you brutally when they want to sleep with you. When you approach any hot girl, she'll test your frame hard to see if it's strong. She'll act like a bitch. She'll pretend to ignore you. She'll tell you outright to go away. She wants to see if you'll buckle to social pressure or if your frame will remain calm and consistent regardless of external feedback. She actually wants to sleep with you, but she needs to test your strength first. Don't be fooled by the bitch persona for a second. It's a carefully cultivated test. Most men fail the test because they don't even realize they're being tested. So what do you think about that?
Right, and it's funny because I hear a lot about that stuff, especially in the PUA community. And so this is the thing: if you're dealing with a chick and she is testing you or whatever, or giving you shit and all that other stuff, right? What happens is that if she's continuously doing that, right? That means that she's not really that into you. She's a chick who's sorta, and this is what I'm saying, she's a chick who may be sorta into you. Because I always say there's three types of girls. You have the girl who's extremely into you. You have the girl who's somewhat into you. She's kind of into you. And then you have the girl who's not into you at all, right? So if a girl's acting sort of goofy towards you or acting sort of standoffish, and you still talk to her and interact with her and get at her, and you still end up sleeping with her, that means that girl was the second type of girl, the girl who was somewhat into you. You understand? But you have to do more work to try to get at her because she wasn't really that into you. You see what I'm saying? So in some cases you can still get her, but in most cases you're not, because she's already given off that energy. So she doesn't respect you, and she's not into you to the point of not doing that. And so what I mean is this: when a girl is feeling you, she won't really test you. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's already into you. You see what I mean? So that thing you just read, what that's basically saying is that a woman's sexual, desire for you is only contingent on, like, on you sort of, on her sort of like giving you shit, and then you fighting through that, which is bullshit. Because there's a lot of times where women, when they first meet you, within the first minute or two, they're like, I want to fuck this guy. That's what they're thinking. You see what I'm saying? And so usually what happens is when a woman is really, really, really feeling you, she doesn't want to mess up the chances of getting with you. See, this is what happens when a girl's really feeling you. Usually what you'll see is, let's say you're at a bar, at a club, whatever. If you start talking to that girl, or even before you start talking to her, you might see her checking you out. You talk to her, and you see her eyes light up. She's very polite and nice and giggly and feminine and girly and giddy. You understand? Because she's into you, and because also she's seeing you as more masculine. Usually, and I did a video about this the other day, usually women test you the less masculine you are, and which is why they give you the test. If you're already masculine, they don't need to test you. You see what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? So what it is it's like it's one of those things where like I used the example before. If I saw you, or you, let's say you saw me with like a diamond chain, and I say, yo, this is some real shit. This cost me like, $20,000 or some shit or whatever, right? Now you might say, I don't believe you, Mr. Locario. Let me test this thing out. Let's go to the diamond shop and see if this is really diamonds, right? Because in your mind, you think, well, Mr. Locario, you ain't rich. You can't afford no $20,000 chain, nigga. Like, fuck out of here, right? But if you saw Lil Uzi Vert or fucking, Drake or something with that chain, you wouldn't need to test to see if the chain is real. You would just assume it's real because they're wearing it, right? So that's the same thing with women. When they assume you are that masculine dude, or they get that energy from you, they don't gotta fucking test you. They already like you because you're already exuding that masculine energy, which turns her on. If she feels the need to always test you, or to go all the way in as far as testing goes, that means that she doesn't see you as that dude. She has to test to see if you are that dude. If you are that dude to her, she don't need to test.
If you approach, how would you exude that masculine energy? Like, in like what ways would you do that?
Say that again?
And like when you approach a girl, like how do you exude that masculine energy? Like what would you specifically do?
Well, it's not necessarily what you need to do specifically. It's more so first it needs to be a mindset. So again, if you have the mindset that women need to test you, then you're going to approach a woman thinking that you need to pass the test, which in itself is going to make her probably test you. If you approach a girl thinking that, look, I don't like to deal with chicks' tests, then what's going to happen is I'm going to exude a certain different energy, because when I approach her, I'm coming from a different mindset or mind frame. And this is what I was saying earlier. Notice how I said, look, I'm not going to bother to try harder to get a girl. I'm just going to charge her to the game if she's acting funny. Because I charge girls to the game because they act funny, what happens is that's what gives me that masculine essence when I talk to the next girl. I build myself up by charging the girl and not falling into her bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So then when I approach a girl, I could just go up to the girl and be like, yo, what's good? How you doing? What's your name? Right? And you could say the same exact thing to her. Hey, what's good? What's good? What's your name? And because you're coming from a frame of, oh, I got to get ready for the shit test, she's going to feel that energy and test you. But because I'm not the type of dude to play, or the type of dude to test, she's going to most likely not test me because she already sees it on my face. She feels it in my energy. You see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of guys don't understand. It's not necessarily what you're saying specifically. It's how you are, period. That's the reason why a lot of dudes don't really get the shit going, because if you come to the interaction thinking there needs to be a test, that's what's going to make her a lot of times test you. You see what I'm saying? Because, look, this is the thing, and this is the funny part. It's not to say that every girl is not going to test you or every girl will test you. There will be some girls who will test you even if you exude that masculine energy or you see yourself as that masculine guy, because that specific girl doesn't see you as masculine. You understand? Versus there'll be another girl who does. You see what I'm saying? But the difference is, if I'm interacting with a girl and I see her trying to test, because all the stuff you read in there, you said that what did it say? It said that the girl will act like a bitch towards you. Is that what it said? Like read that part again. Read that part again where they said how she's gonna act.
It says she'll act like a bitch. She'll pretend to ignore you. She'll tell you outright to go away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so stop right there. Stop right there. So now, if I'm approaching a girl and talking to her, and she acts like a bitch or ignores me or tells me to go away, nigga,
you're gone.
I'm gone.
You're gone.
I'm gone. I'm done, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is kind of like what my next Bad Boy membership program is going to be about, because it's going to be about attracting the highest quality women. It's because when you put up with that shit, you feel what I'm saying? When you put up with that bullshit, what happens is that you are lowering yourself. This is where all the low self-esteem and all of that shit is gonna seep in. Because what you're doing is that you're basically telling the girl that everything she's doing is okay and that's fine. And so I'm going to still and this is the kicker. You're basically telling her that you trying to get with her, that she's on that same level as you, or you're on that level, meaning that you're on a lower level to even give a woman attention or a chance to fuck with you based off of her doing that. You understand? Because this is how you got to look at it.
I didn't think of it that way.
Right, but this is how you got to look at it. This is how you got to look at it. If, let's say, for example, you have a kid, right? And you tell that kid, yo, get good grades, behave in school, and I'll buy you the new, game system or some shit, right? And then imagine your kid comes up to you and says, man, fuck you, Dad. I'm not doing that bullshit. I don't want to do that shit. And then what you going to be like, oh, well, my son is testing me. I have to, do this and do that to get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to give you anything now where I'm not going to give you the game system now that you acting like a fucking crazy person. I'm not doing that shit. You don't get rewarded for being fucked up. And that's the problem. A lot of dudes are rewarding women for being fucked up. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Because, and this is the thing. It's one thing, and this is what I want guys to get the difference is. There's one thing if a woman is playfully flirting with you, but if a woman is ignoring you, telling you to go away and acting like a bitch, that ain't no test. She's just acting like a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's some bullshit. So you don't reward a woman with, look at it like this. If you're a high value guy, if you have shit to offer, if you're the type of guy who knows that you dealing with this girl could change her life, why the fuck am I going to give a woman who tells me to go away and acting like a bitch any of my benefits that I can give a woman? Why would I even give her that? Why would I give her the opportunity to fuck with me when she's acting like that? Why? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the part that guys don't understand. It's like they're going. It's like, again, this is what I was saying earlier. Guys look at women like robots. They're like, I gotta crack the code. She's testing me, so I gotta crack the code, and then she's gonna want to have sex with me after I crack that code because she's testing me. Bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Again, when a chick is feeling you, she's all smiles and giggles. You understand? 90% of the chicks that I've met randomly in bars and clubs and all this other stuff, and I was able to smash the first night or even that first week, they were all smiles and giggles. Straight cooperation. Right? And when I ran into
even that girl in the last live stream, the one that everybody was saying that she's gotta go.
You talking about Erica?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not with Erica. Me and Erica never like fucked around. That's just the homie. Like I would never see if I met Erica in a random situation and I was approaching her and she was acting all goofy like that, she'd be charged immediately. You see what I'm saying? Like she's done. You see what I'm saying? But see, the thing is that a lot of guys, they run into so many chicks like that, where it's all this like, negative energy, or the chick is acting all funny, but they'll still try to get at her because in their mind, this is what they have to do to get the girl. They gotta go through the bullshit.
I feel like most attractive girls are the ones that should test and do all that stuff. And that girl, Erica, I would say she's fairly attractive, so I feel like that's why she had all those things to say, and that's why like a lot of guys were pissed off at her because in that way, I guess she found her value because she's attractive.
Well, that's the thing. It's not. See, the thing is, you're gonna find girls who are physically attractive, who are goofy or have an attitude, and you're also gonna find girls who are physically attractive who are nice as shit. You feel what I'm saying? And also based off of how into you she is, you understand? That's gonna determine how she's gonna talk to you and interact with you. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, like my dude, Dax F in the chat, he said women shit test when they aren't sure of you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When a woman is sure of you or knows she likes you, she's not gonna shit test. And that's the type of chicks that I like to fuck with. I don't like to fuck with no chicks who's so about me. I don't even want to deal with you. You see what I'm saying? Because again, what I have to offer, right, is valuable and will change her shit. It's like if I owned the NBA and there's some player that I wanted to scout to be part of some team or some shit, or I owned a team or whatever, and if that player comes into the office acting like a fuckboy and on some bullshit and acting all stupid, I'll be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna award you with being in the NBA and getting all of this fucking money and being on TV, and I'm not gonna do that shit. So I don't understand why guys are rewarding women for being assholes. I don't understand why dudes love doing that shit. You understand? If she's on some bullshit,
I feel like they could convert that bitchiness into like someone who's like feeling them now. Like, but that's what I'm saying. My point is, why would you want to though? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like the girl's attractive, maybe.
So okay. So if you met a girl and she said, if she said to you, yo, your mom's a bitch, you gonna still try to fuck her just or get with her just because she's hot? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Because basically what you're saying is, when you fuck with chicks like that, you're saying, yo, it's okay to disrespect me. That's what you're basically saying to the girl. You're like, oh, it's okay you disrespecting me. It's okay. I'm just gonna, still try to talk to you. And not only talk to you, I'm also going to reward you by fucking the shit out of you. You see what I'm saying? See, y'all, and that's the problem. Y'all think that she has something. There's a prize that you're trying to get from her. You don't see yourself as a prize. Therefore, you put yourself through the bullshit and you deal with girls like that. Versus finding a girl who respects and recognizes and realizes who she got in front of her. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing. See, this is the problem with a lot of like the PUA game and a lot of dudes online is they are trying to suck butt and kiss ass to get women. You understand what I'm saying? They're looking at women as the prize. Like, oh, I got to do this and do that to get her. Fuck her. You feel what I'm saying? It's about, look, this is who I am. I'm the shit. So I know that me fucking with you is going to benefit you in a certain way. So you got to come correct. So if you ain't coming correct, you can't get what I'm going to give you, period. You feel what I'm saying? You can't come into a fucking jewelry store and try to buy a $1,000 watch with $5. they'll look at you like you crazy. Like, how dare you disrespect me coming in here with $5 trying to get a fucking $1,000 watch? So how dare you disrespect me trying to get an on-point, high-value guy and you acting like a bitch? You feel what I'm saying? Like, hell fucking no. I ain't doing that shit. You see what I'm saying?
That's real shit, man.
You see what I mean? So don't get caught up in that shit, man. I'm telling you. Don't get caught up in that shit. If a chick acting like a bitch, tell that chick to kick fucking rocks, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? That's it.
Well, hopefully in a respectful manner, right? Like that AMS guy, he'd be saying, like, he's smack that bitch, but then he's like, nah, I say, have a nice day, have a wonderful day.
Right. Be like, yo, you take care. Boom, I'm out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bruh, like that, all that other shit where a chick acting bitchy and goofy and ignoring you and doing all that other stuff, I'm like, listen, like, you're not special, B. Like, I'll be looking at these chicks like, are you serious? Like, it's really not this. Like, I laugh at that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm looking at the chick and I'm just like, yo, like, what is the big deal? It's not that serious. Like, if I'm in a club, there's probably if there's like, 200 chicks in there, there's probably like another 150 in there that's hot. You understand? Or probably hotter than her. What am I even worried about this shit for? What, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's a non-factor. Like, you just go to the next girl. And so dudes, again, trying to work and put that much energy into that girl is already putting the pussy on the pedestal. Why am I going to work and put so much energy in trying to pass your shit test when I could just move on to another chick who's going to respond and respect me as the man I am? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. That is it.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I appreciate the call, bro. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. I'm telling you. Don't get caught up in the bullshit.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying not to. But actually, let me ask you quickly one last question. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can answer a quick question. It's like, do you still approach on nightclubs? Like, because I feel like it's just a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. You said, do I approach nightclubs?
Yeah. Like, do you still go like to them?
I mean, it depends. Like, sometimes, like, I personally don't like, the dance clubs where it's like loud and everybody dancing on the dance floor. It's just, I don't really like. I like bars and lounges, or like low key clubs where it's like they could be dancing, but it's still people chilling. Because I like to go and approach and have conversations. So, it's not necessarily a waste of time if you are going out and able to have conversations with women. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been there's so many times where I've went to different events or different because I know a few people in my city who throw shit, and I go to their events. So there's times where I went to I could think of 3 off the top of my head, where I went to this one spot and I came in and I'm expecting to just chill there and kick it all night because one of my friends was there or whatever. I go in, I saw my friend, I said, what up to him? And then the first girl I talked to, I ended up leaving with her. We only talked for 45 minutes. And I just said, peace out to my boy, and then we bounced. You know what I'm saying? Second time, I was at a meetup. I was like, yo, this shit is garbage. This shit is whack. I talked about this before. I was leaving the spot. As soon as I was leaving the spot, this girl came in. The girl didn't even get really into the spot. She was near the door. We were talking by the door, and she was like, yo, do you want to come back to my place? She didn't even get in the fucking place. She just got there, and I left with her. You feel what I'm saying? Another time, third time, I'm talking to this girl, right? And she was there with her friend, and I gave her my card. I was like, yo, we should get together sometime, hang out, whatever. Gave her the card, and then her and her friend went to the bathroom. They came back to the bar, and then she was like, hey, do you know any other spots around here? And I was like, oh, I know some other joints. And then she was like, I was like, I'll come with y'all to the next spot, because I'm going to the next spot. Went to the next spot with her. Her friend left, so now it's just me and her. We chilling, we kissing, we making out and all that other stuff. Then I go back to her spot, and then I fuck shit out of her too. You see what I'm saying?
Her friend just left her alone like that? Like,
say that again?
Most girls just be like, nah, like, take your ass home with you, or like, to be safe.
Say that again?
I said her friend left her alone just like that? Like, that doesn't sound like very, like, female kind to me.
Well, the thing was because she saw that I was a cool dude, because I was chilling with both of them up until she left. You feel what I'm saying? So it was real, like, we was just chilling, talking, having fun. She's like, yeah, this guy's cool. and I'll bounce. You understand? So when she bounced, I ended up going back to her place and smashing. So it's not a waste of time if you trying to go out there and meet women. It's more so that, you know, you got to pick the venues that's best suited for your style. So like my style is really approaching, like I'm not a dancer. Like I don't like to go and dance in spots. Like I don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't like dance clubs. I go to a lounge where I could post up on a bar, go sit down somewhere, and then just really kick it with a chick and start talking to her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I just get it in. So yeah, it all depends on your style, how you want to do it, and then just, you know, go out there. Now, don't get me wrong. Every night that I went out, I didn't pull every night. Sometimes I just exchanged numbers with some chicks and then met them maybe another time. You see what I'm saying? But there's a lot of times where I went out and it just happened, you know, like that. You feel what I'm saying? Just being out and just being in that situation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, bro. But I appreciate the call, my dude. All right?
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Peace out.
I'm out at you, man. Peace. All right. It is about that time, people. It is about that time. Hold on. What is... Let me see. Where the fuck is the... Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what up? What up?
Chilling. Can you guys still see me? I can't even see. Where the fuck is the... I can't see my face on it. You guys can still see me? Let me make sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me? Can you see me though? Because I'm trying to find this fucking...
Yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, I can see you.
All right, cool. Let's just get it popping. What's good with you though?
Hey, shit, man. Just had some things in my mind, man. I wanted to, like, justify it with somebody.
All right.
And that goes back to the infamous paper plate talk, right?
The paper plate talk. What's that? What do you mean?
Like paying for the pussy and
you said
like
pay.
that.
You said pay for plate. I thought you said paper plates. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay, what's good?
So yeah, like, you know, I don't think it's that wrong, man. It's not like that big of a deal. Like, I feel like, and I know you heard this a billion times, like, you know, it's directly, indirectly. You heard that before, right?
Uh-huh.
And that, I feel like, you know, as long as, because there's difference between you paying for the pussy and then you paying for companionship. Do you agree with that? Like, those are two different categories. Like, someone who feels lonely versus somebody who just want to fuck. Like,
so what do you mean by paying for companionship?
No, because I guess that's where, what some people, which I don't, you know, some people will say, oh, damn, he's actually, like, I think that's where the people look at the shameful part about it. Like, damn, wow, you actually paying for companionship. But then again, that's not really the case with all men. I mean, some men, you know, white men in their 40s, 50s, whatever, they want to pay. They're so lonely. They're separated with their wife, and they want to just have a companionship. But there's other people who just literally pay to just smash, and you know, that's it.
Right. So what's your question though? What do you mean? What are you asking? Like, what's your?
So my question is, it's not really a question. It's just basically, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's a big deal, you know, if people do that, any of your people watching, and I know people watching you right now, you know, they on it, like,
right.
Nobody.
Well, this is the thing.
Like,
this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Like, you know, if dudes is paying for sex, you know, first of all, I mean, it I guess it depends where you do it because it's illegal in certain places. But as far as the concept goes of it, I really don't, like, truthfully, because before, like, I don't really care at the end of the day. Because I say, if you know, you're a man, you can do what you got to do. The only thing I talk about, though, is that you have to understand what paying for it means. This is what I always stress about whatever you're doing. When you do certain things or you take certain routes, what it does is that it tells you things about yourself. That's what you got to understand. So based off of why you're doing it, you understand what I'm saying? And you know, basically the reason why you're doing it.
What does it tell you? Like,
so basically what it's telling your subconscious is that you're not able to get a woman to want to be with you unless you're paying her, which in turn makes you more insecure.
So I'm gonna comment on that. Right? So, like, but what if it doesn't tell somebody that? What if somebody literally, you know, what if even somebody even has a girl? Let's say that, right? He has a girl, but he's just paying because he just want like a different girl to smash or some shit. I don't think that's telling his subconscious that, you know, he can't get a girl or this and that. He just wanna. Or some girls is freakier than other girls. Like some girls, do you agree? Like some girls would do stuff that your wife or girlfriend wouldn't do, like that you gotta go and pay for that. Like
no, that's and see again, that's what I'm saying. The reason why is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's still telling you something about yourself, because if you got a girl, right, and you say, damn, well, I gotta go pay for this shit because my girl don't do this freaky shit. What that's telling you is that you don't have enough game to get a girl who's gonna do that freaky shit for you, which is why you paying. Do you see what I'm saying? Because instead of cheating on your girl, you could have had a girl who's gonna do the freaky shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or you could tell your girl, hey, listen, me and you together, but I'm gonna go and fuck with some other chicks who's gonna do some other freaky shit to me, and she cool with it, and that's what it is. So again, your actions, you're doing one thing, right? And because you're doing that thing, it's telling you something else. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You see what I mean? So for example,
nah, but you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say for example,
may not be into that though. Like let's say
that again.
Like, but your girl, let's say you had some type of fantasy one day and you was just sleeping, you had a dream like, yo, I just want to try this fucking anal shit, whatever, right? That's not me. I'm just saying, like, example, right? And let's say your girlfriend, she's not into all of that shit. She's not into no anal shit. She's just not into that shit. So now you just like, all right, for me to actually go and get this, I'm not going to sit there, because the game is fucked up now, you know, as far as with women and this and that. So
why is it fucked up?
You gotta literally put out your time and effort to literally go out and just really approach 1,000 fucking girls for the week to literally try to get a girl who's like just with it like that, and she's a freak like that, like. And so
why? Hold on. So why can't you get anal from your girl? Because you saying she don't want to do that?
Yeah, she's not into that.
Okay, so why don't you tell her? Hold on. So why don't you tell your girl that I'm gonna go find some anal somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You could say that, but I'm saying like, what's wrong? Because you're talking about all like the subconscious, but what's wrong with like you just saying, you know what? I'm not gonna sit there and go approach 1,000 fucking bitches. I already got a girlfriend, right? So it's like I'm not gonna sit there. Why would I put all this effort? It's 2019, so why would I put all this effort trying to find a fucking chick when I could just literally just pay for it and just get it?
Or why couldn't you just go out and meet some girls and get it going? Why do you have to approach 1,000 girls?
Yeah, I mean, give or take, man, because, you know, come on, like, bitches have options now. Like, it's not fucking 2009 where...
No, bitches always had options. So why can't you go out? No. Again, you're proving my point. What I'm saying is, what that's telling you is I have to pay for it because I don't have the skill to go out and get it for free. That's all I'm saying. That's literally the reason why you got to pay for it.
But this is what I'm saying. You could have the skill. You could be the top gamer, right? You could have the skill. But let's say that you have all the skill. You got all the knowledge and skill, right? And girlfriend's not into what you want to do. So now you gotta approach a lot of women, and that's true. Bitches always had options, but their options is fucking at a billion now. Like,
okay, so hold on. So let me ask you this. So you're willing to put in the work and then still pay for it, than rather putting in the work and not pay for it? Is that what you're saying? Because this is the problem with a lot of guys when they talk about paying for pussy. Unless you're like in Amsterdam or some shit where, you know, or Nevada or somewhere where most of the shit is super easy to get, or they have things for you to get the shit, you're still gonna have to put in work to try to find a girl who's going to make you stick it in her ass for payment. You see what I'm saying?
To put in the work to. Well, no, that's not true. That's very easy to find if you because I live in Nevada actually, right?
Okay, so you live in a state where you can go get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. So you go get it, and again, it's still saying to you that the reason look, whenever you're doing that, it's telling you something on the opposite end. That's all I'm saying. So you could do that all you want. I'm not saying, again, if you want to do that, do that. But understand that that's telling you, look, I'm doing this because the thing is, if somebody said to you, if I came to you and I say, yo, I got this bad chick in the room, and she wants you to stick it in her ass or whatever, right? Now, are you gonna go and pay for it? Or are you just gonna stick it in her ass and then walk and then do your thing and then bounce? Are you gonna go and get a girl to pay, or are you gonna just do it because she's ready to do it for free? Are you still gonna pay for it?
Nah.
Exactly.
Not.
That's my point.
That's because you set it up though. Like.
But that's my point. That's my point. The reason why you're paying for it is because you can't get it any other way. So you're saying I set it up. You could set it up yourself. This is what I'm trying to say.
No, of course I can. But what I'm saying is that the effort. So basically, look. This is how I look at it. It's time versus payment. That's literally it's effort and time versus payment. You can pay for something and then get something. That's like, all right, I could pay. I'm buying a car, right? I could either finance the car, and I gotta be stuck on a contract. I gotta do all these payments, or I could buy it upfront cash. I got no payments. All I'm paying is the insurance, and that's it. Like, so that's what it is. It's
and this is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying that all I'm saying is that you paying for it is telling your subconscious you can't do it without paying for it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying that it's telling your conscious, but you may not even believe it, but it's just sending that subliminal message.
Right, and then that's what I'm saying. That message is gonna fuck with your self-esteem. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you're getting the sex at that moment, but at the same time you are basically deteriorating your mindset.
Oh, so it's like a fucking mental, spiritual thing.
Right. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, yeah, you're getting the sex, but at the same time, what happens is that you are telling your subconscious, I can't get it without doing this. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that if, let's say you don't have money and you still want to fuck some chick in the ass. You see what I'm saying? Now, you're not going to be able to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't feel like you can make it happen. And you don't feel like you can make it happen because you kept paying. This is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, like relying on the money and shit like
exactly.
that.
So again, like I said, a guy could do whatever he wants, but understand that there's a cost to whatever you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And so the cost is just like, look, you could smoke cigarettes all day, but every time you take a puff, you fucking your lungs up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you could pay for the pussy, but every time you're paying for the pussy, what happens is is that you're telling your subconscious that who you are isn't good enough to get the pussy. That's all I'm saying. And the game, and that's what I'm saying. The game is mental. So a lot of times, because even the last caller said, how do you? Because I said, look, when you approach a chick and you have that masculine energy, she's usually going to cooperate and not quote unquote shit test you, right? So he was saying, how do you have that masculine energy and masculine presence? Part of it is because when you build yourself up and you strengthen your mindset, you have that masculine energy and that masculine presence. So what happens is that when you approach those girls, you can make this shit happen. So now you're deteriorating your masculine energy and masculine presence in the context of dealing with women by paying for it. Because basically when you're paying for it, you're saying, I am not man enough for a woman to want to fuck me without giving her money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wow, that's deep, bro.
You see what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So again, dudes could do what they want. I'm just saying that there's a price to pay when you do a certain way. Because like I was saying earlier, you could lie all day and get bitches. This is why I would tell dudes, yeah, you could lie and get girls and all this other stuff. But what's the cost of that? You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm trying to say. It's there's always a thing you're paying when you're doing certain things a certain way. You're going to either do things to build you up, or you're going to do things to break you down. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. You see what I mean?
I may have to move out of Nevada, man.
That's what I'm saying. So,
all right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. I'm out at you, man. All right, peace. All right. So, guys, it is about that time. I got to get up out of here. Well, let me quit the Skype. That's so weird. I can't see the fucking other shit. I can't see the fucking thing that's showing me streaming. But, you know, you guys said you seen me, so it's all good. So, let me shout out to everybody in the chat room. So, shout out to Brett Zagger, JXN141, Illuminati, that's hilarious, Jay Holiday, Shandell, Unique79, Darrell S, Brett Zagger, Enemies Defeated, JXN141, Jumpman Vivo, even though you ain't call up. Who else? Toby T, Modern Day Mentor, Royal Mark, Diamond Newman, my dude K Zagan was in the building, Moving in Silence was up in the spot. CJD, Nathan Wong, Royal Mark, Owen is in the building. Stanley's in the building. So yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember to get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get the ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys get that. You feel what I'm saying? Make that shit go down. You said you love when the show goes on for hours. I tried, man. I tried, you know. JX141, you said the string give you a lot to think about. That's what's up, man. That's why I'm here, bro. I'm trying to help, you know, cats out, man. I want you guys to do good out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to get everything you want in this game. You feel me? So, look, I will see you guys. Maybe I might do another one Monday. But yeah, if not Monday, it'll be Wednesday, or actually next Friday, I'm actually going to be in LA. So, for all my LA cats, let me know what's good. You feel what I'm saying? So I will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.